BMT. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
Major B on this track.
Y'all stay mad.
Hell yeah.
What's up with that, man?
Shit, I don't know.
All this money out here.
Chopping up boy.
Fuck.
I did come in for the 808.
Just want the haters to know we gonna keep it up. Y'all mad 'cause how we roll. You know I'll always hold my own.
Cruising down Lakeshore Drive, feeling good and alive. Haters thought I wouldn't survive, but bitch, I survived. All the trauma and lies they tried to put aside my mind so I would commit suicide. But I wasn't going, kept my veins cold, changed the laws in my mind when I don't give a fuck mode. Saw the life from the real and the fake ones, thought I would fall down the rabbit hole. Got myself in order, got my shit right, so everybody fuck themselves. I'ma live my life. Now I'm spreading the message to focus on self. Say yourself, do for self, fuck everyone else. If they're mad, let them cry, just go to church. Let them simp die over hoes, get treated like dirt. I be king shit on niggas, that's what I do. While hoes stay beneath me and shine in my shoes.
Just want the haters to know we gonna keep it up. Y'all mad 'cause how we roll. You know I'll always hold my own.
Talking like a pimp, so you know shorty went. First of the month, we ain't worried about the rent. Got the deed to the crib, money well spent. You ain't getting shit, shorty, gon' take the hint. Niggas getting bold, I never sell my soul. Fake chains, fake hoes, yeah, it's getting old. See, I'd rather own shit, rather have my own biz. Tell him my future son, one day he gon' own this. Feel like making 10 today, feel good, calling the fam, making sure they straight. They depend on me, I depend on them. No 401k, we are on retirement. Money keeps moving, but we moving faster. Shorty want me to slow down, I move past her. Nah, the legacy comes first. Go on, fuck with the simps if you looking for the thirst.
Just want the haters to know we gonna keep it up. Y'all mad 'cause how we roll. You know I'll always hold my own.
Baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
Riding around, try to play the Romans, innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake hellos, behind closed doors, she rock them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong, knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this.
It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
All stand, please. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. The Solemn Court now stands adjourned, sine die. God save the state and this honorable court.
Yeah, man. What a day, what a day, what a day. Hey, man, you may be seat up in this motherfucker. Shout out to the Baby Mama Terrace Bounty Hunters. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer. And today we're going to talk about some baby mama terrorists. Y'all already know what we're going to be talking about. You just can't make this shit up. See, they don't like talking about these baby mama terrorists because they don't want you to ever think that they are piece of shit ass mothers out here. And it's justified why 85% or 82.5% of women get custody of our boys and girls. They want you to really think that it's men who pay child support and men who are non-custodial parents are the deadbeats, the abusive, the neglectful, and it causes most child fatalities. And I want y'all to understand that it's not true. But before we get to that, I have to wait till I get to 100. What I want to also talk about is this motherfuckers don't like me. Now, I had Chris Cole on here sometime last year, white brother from North Carolina, and his baby mama terrorists used, well, actually, they didn't use the video on this one. I was on his show on his We the Parent podcast, and I did an interview over there, and we was talking about child support. And I'd be damned if his baby mama terrorist Al Karen didn't take that video and try to use that in court. Because they know about the fuck child support Facebook page that I had. And they know, they know about me in the courts. And it's a couple other, even most of my white brothers that come back and tell me, yeah, the baby mama terrorists or they lawyer try to use you as the reason to justify alienation. You know what I mean? That's what I say. These courts will use anything to try to sabotage the father and the child relationship. They'll go off their YouTube, not the YouTube, they'll go off their Facebook video or Facebook page where they talk about this system is not fair. And they will actually use that against you because you say it's not fair. You say that this happened in court or this happened over here with the lawyer and all that. And they will use that against you and make that a punishment for you to shut your mouth. And because you calling out the truth, they would turn around and say, well, you can't see your son at all. You can't make this shit up. But you tell me that this system is so fair and justified. Just can't. I'm just saying, you can't make this shit up. Hold on for a sec.
Yeah, can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. All right. I had reset my roadcaster to make sure. A lot of these, quite a few of these courtrooms and judges know about me. You know what I mean? All I'm doing is talking on social media. That's all I'm doing. But y'all want to use me in the equation when it comes to fathers who want to be fathers and allowing these baby mama tests to alienate. Now, what I don't understand is, you know, you got judges that sit back, talk shit, talking about some he on here talking about child support and getting rid of child support, and child support ain't going nowhere.
You fucking income fucking poop.
Y'all know damn well I'm not out here telling y'all that child support is going anywhere. Actually, I always tell y'all child support ain't going nowhere. As long as child support a $60 billion business, it ain't never going away. They're not going to look out for you men. They don't care how biased it is. They don't care how much the child get destroyed. They don't care how much the child be fatherless. They don't care how much the child be abused physically, mentally, or even sexually. They don't care if that child's neglected. They don't care if the child get killed from, you know, a baby mama terrorist or the boyfriend or whoever the fuck. I ain't never told y'all that I'm here to change child support. I tell y'all the opposite. The law's not going to change. So what we have to do as men, and even some women, we have to change the laws in our mind. Meaning we change our own laws. We make our own rules on what we're not going to do and what we're going to do and move accordingly and move around for these motherfuckers. That's what I tell you. I ain't never told nobody that I'm going to change child support or we going to change child support. Now, you got brothers out there in the field, you know what I'm saying, boycotting, trying to talk to these legislators and stuff like that. Cool. But I told y'all, even when it comes to that, it ain't going to change. Okay, maybe this state might say, okay, equal parenting time. So they actually grant the equal parenting time now, right? But then what they don't tell you on the side note is it's still up to the judge. You can't make this shit up.
Biatch.
You can't make this shit up. So even if they do pass the equal parenting, sometimes they put in that fine print that the judge has the say so to grant it or not. So it's not mandatory equal parenting time. If the judge can say, nah, I say he don't need it. We'll just stick with the every other weekend. See, so now they sending you off. Well, it look good. Equal parenting time automatic. But then they don't take that fine print that it's still discretion of the judge. So for a motherfucker to think and assume that I'm trying to tell y'all that, yeah, we're going to change this system, you know what the fuck you talking about, because this system is never going to change. They don't have to make it change. That's why a lot of men now are deciding not to get married or even get a woman pregnant. That's why the birth rates are an all-time low outside of motherfuckers doing abortions. But when it comes to men are changing the laws in their mind, and they're not putting themselves down that rabbit hole at all. So that's what I mean by change the laws in your mind, because the law is not going to change, but you can change within yourself. You have that power to do for yourself and save yourself. So when motherfuckers want to assume that this challenge about don't pay your child support and well, go ahead and we gonna fight and get rid of child support. I ain't never told you no shit like that, you dumb motherfucker. See, I don't know what motherfuckers be on here watching my channel and y'all show come with some shit and make up your own shit that I said that I know I did not say. I would never tell y'all no dumbass shit like that. Promising you that I'm gonna change. I can't change a goddamn thing. If it ain't work for me, how I figure it's gonna work for y'all? If the white man ain't getting what he want in that courtroom, what makes you think us black folks gonna get it? Come on, man. So why would I come in as your sky daddy talking about, yeah, I'm gonna change this, change that? I can't do a motherfucking thing with that system. But I can tell you that we had the power to do for our goddamn self and change the laws. Why you think? I told you, a lot of these black dudes are not even going to the sperm banks to even donate their sperm to these motherfuckers. So, like I said, that's why they trying to ban this abortion, because they can't make us knock somebody up. They can't make us have sex with these baby mama terrorists. So what they can do is try to stop this abortion. So at least if she don't want the kid, she had a baby, and maybe give it to the state. They'll bring money back into the government daddy's hand. So, like I said, that ain't what this channel is about. So motherfucker can assume and make jump the gun, whatever you say, fam, because this ain't what it is. So let me let Denzel speak on behalf of Malcolm X. You dumb motherfuckers assuming me.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
And yes, Kevin, yeah, they putting sperm donors on child support. So a lot of people like, man, I ain't going. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, all I'm trying to do is let y'all know that all this stigma and this society talk about black men don't want to be fathers, men don't want to be fathers, men are not the best parent, men are most abusive, they the most neglect and all that shit. It's a motherfucking lie. And it always been a lie. But a lot of us didn't care because, hey, we ain't got them problems. It ain't happened to me. Or my mama said so, and I believe whatever she say. Or my sip-ass daddy even said it, and why would he lie? You know what I'm saying? I don't. That's why I told y'all, keep y'all veins cold, because they would do anything to try to shame you, make you look bad, make it look like you crazy, you in the wrong, you just desperate, you just a deadbeat, don't want to be a father. And that's why I told y'all.
Keep on using me until you use me up.
Don't let nobody use you to make you think what they want you to think. When you see it for what it is, but they want you to make you think what they want them. They want you to think the way they think and shit like that. That's why like these dumb motherfuckers still voting Democrat like this. That's why these motherfuckers are supporting Black Lives Matter. That's why these motherfuckers still say Obama's the best president of the United States. That's why they say Donald Trump racist. And they say, what's it, Biden? They say he ain't racist, even though he passed all these racist bills with it back in the 1960s and shit. So that's what I'm saying. They want you to go along, get along, ride it, go along, get along, train, and make you look like you the fool that's going against the establishment. You cannot make this shit up. So everybody that's up in here, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. You're new up in here. And like I said, it's very important that we call this shit out, spread awareness, so our future don't go through the same ordeal. That's it. I ain't here to tell you not pay your child support. I tell y'all to pay the motherfucker. I ain't never told y'all don't pay your child support. I tell you to pay the motherfucker. I tell you pay your back child support. Let the taxes hit it. So then you ain't got to worry about not being able to get your passport and live your life and do whatever you try and do, whatever life you had, they can't take it and shit. Because one thing they won't be able to do is use that, oh, he ain't been paying his child support. See, when they see that you pay your child support, they can't really get you on nothing else unless some bitch try to lie and say you're abusing the child or you ain't following a certain order and all that shit. That's why these motherfuckers bitter, miserable. Not bitter, because they can't be bitter. They ain't never been done unjustly. That's why they miserable. That's why they mad. That's why they sad. That's why they fat as fuck, ugly, looking old as fuck. I mean, it is what it is. And again, y'all keep talking about, you know, this abortion shit, talking about men shouldn't have the power to say if we can have kids or not. Okay, but the same men that you talked about are the same men that created alimony. They created child support. One man created no-fault divorce. You know what I'm saying? But now all of a sudden you're going to run around and say that men shouldn't have say when it comes to abortion. You can't make this shit up. I'm going to repeat it one more time for you dumb motherfuckers in the back. These same feminist ass women say men should not be able to tell them they can have an abortion or not, but these are the same bitches that was allowing these men to create child support. One man created no-fault divorce. One man created the Deadbeat Act. They created alimony, child support, and all this other shit to destroy man. But now that they say we're going to go ahead and say no abortion, now all of a sudden you want to play the victim card. How does that go, bitch?
How dare you do this to me? How do you live with yourself?
So now that made me come to that conclusion, like I told y'all a long time ago. Feminism of today is nowhere near the feminism of before. See, the feminism here, they want to be able to run this system and run the United States, if not run the world. They want to be able to have the power to dictate and get whatever they want done. But when it go against them, they should not be treated as such. They should not get penalized for the same shit that a man does. If they lie, then you should sweep it on the rug and just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? You don't change no rules and no laws unless it benefits them. You see what I'm saying? It's not about equal rights. It's about taking over and control. And that's why these feminists are getting into it with these alphabet transformers, because they neck and neck trying to see who's going to be the one up top. And us men is still lower the totem pole. See, this is why I tell y'all we have to see things for what it is. And again, I'm going to say it again. Child support ain't changing the goddamn thing. So just pay your child support. Now, if y'all got a way to get rid of it, hey, let me know. But if you can pay if you got to pay your child support, pay your rearage off with the taxes, and live your life to the fullest. And if the motherfucker talk that shit about, oh, I need extra money, tell them Walmart is always hiring.
You getting water? I can't fucking believe you. How could you do this to me for him?
It is what it is. So I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I appreciate you sideline hating ass niggas that watch my shit. You know, you're in your feelings, or you watch my shit, pretend like you hate it, but you really like it. I appreciate all y'all joining in. But again, I wish somebody would come in here and finally just say you're a liar. This ain't true. This shows this. That's what I really want you to do, instead of using the shame tactic that I don't give a fuck about. That's what I wish y'all would do. Instead of saying, you know, accountability, which I always talked about accountability. You say the same old shit. You got the same old response. But then when you come on here, now you ain't got nothing to say. You can't make this shit up. It is what it is. But you got pieces of shit, baby mama terrorists, who killed the child or killed their children because it looked like the daddy was going to get custody. See, I told you, these baby mama terrorists have kids for the wrong reason. They will kill that kid if need be. They would rather kill that child than the father get custody of that child. I told you, it don't matter what color. It don't matter where you from. It don't matter what suburb you live in or what hood you stay in. It don't matter what college they went to. It don't matter if they low income. They all one of the same. They all baby mama terrorists. We got us a Vietnamese baby mama terrorist who killed both of her sons while they were asleep. She had two baby daddies or two ex-husbands, and one of them was fighting, trying to get custody of his son. And it seems to me she was getting spouse support, alimony, and shit like that. And I guess she saw us finna go left. So she went in the room and shot them both. And it don't look like they're gonna make it. It don't look, and it looked like the husband or the ex-husband was a white dude. It looked like it was a white dude. But they didn't show his face, but I'm assuming it was a white dude. So we got three stories. Two baby mama terrorists who killed their child because it looked like the father was getting custody. And then there's one where the baby mama terrorist and the baby daddy terrorist neglected a child. I don't know if this is a teenager or a grown up, but it was handicapped. They left that child dead in the couch for so long while they go kick it and live their life to the fullest, to the point where the body sinked in the motherfucking couch. I mean, sinked in the couch. She was 32 years old. Yeah, Abdul sent me that. She was 32. Yeah, she looked like she was grown, but she couldn't be independently on her own. So she needed her parents, and they neglected her like a motherfucker. Yeah. See, this is a baby daddy and a baby mama Ted. This ain't stepdad. This ain't boyfriend. This is the actual father. See, that's why I say we're gonna talk about that, but we're gonna first talk about the Vietnam chick who killed her two boys. Shout out to Simply a Diva for sending me this. And people sent me this on Instagram, but I ain't had a story in details. You know what I'm saying? Right. We're gonna, let me see. It might not be in the right order, but that's okay. But we're going to talk about this. I want to give a shout out to God of Raw for the $2 donation. Said, left in the sofa like loose change. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Shout out to you, brother. Yeah, y'all definitely look out for Couch Game, man. We definitely going to be cooking today. Like, you know, we always cooking, but we definitely going to keep cooking. And shout out to God of Raw for the $2 donation. He says, you already know, Clifford Burns, Christmas Eve. Shout out to you, brother. Shit. That's why, and you know what? That's why I told you, even though y'all ain't trying to change the laws, child support ain't going to change, and L Nation, all this shit, fine. You're going to have more Clifford Burns or Jay Black coming at your motherfucking door. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I believe this look like it happened in Philadelphia, but we're going to find out, man. We're going to watch the news and see what the news media got to say. This happened recently. Actually, this happened some days ago or last week. So let's talk about it.
Right now at 5, NBC 10 has new details about a mother in Bucks County accused of shooting her own sons.
Let's go back and look at her motherfucking face. Shout out to God of Raw for the $2 donation. He says, hashtag loose change in the couch. Shout out to you, my brother. Bucks County, right outside of Philly. So Abdul, so yeah, I was right. Okay, it is Philly. This motherfucker right here is the one who X'd out her 2 boys. Now, they didn't confirm them deceased. They still at the hospital. The reason why I say they deceased because they already going to donate the organs. So that's why I know that basically they gone. Because, you know, when they donate organs, they keep them alive so they get the organs while they, you know, alive. That's a fucked up shit. Shout out to Londro Matt for the $1.99. Says, so now we got a Al Chung Lee baby mama terrorist or BMT shaking my damn head. Yeah, facts. See, this is why I tell y'all, these baby mama terrorists come on here, these Al Wild and Malnation say, at least on Instagram, you never post about any other race. You only talk about black women. That's a motherfucking lie. I'll talk about any baby mama terrorist. You send it to me, I'm calling it out. But the problem is, most of these other baby mama terrorists of different races don't want to show their face. They don't want to get attention. Y'all motherfuckers don't mind getting attention. So y'all don't mind acting like a fool and being recorded. That's the difference. So yeah, we got Chung Lee, baby mama terrorist, killed her 2 boys. And I hope they don't try to use this what's that? Personality. You know, I got mental issues. Mom accused of shooting her 2 sons was involved in the custody battle with ex-husband. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. I don't discriminate when it comes to a baby mama terrorist. And then when I ask these same baby mama terrorists, Al Quishas and shit, I say, why don't you show me some videos of these Al Karens doing the same shit? Then they get quiet and, you know, ain't nothing else to talk about. Send it to me. I will talk about it. Why the fuck would I not talk about it because she's white? Shit, them the worst baby mama terrorists on the planet. But like I said, we got Chung Lee baby mama terrorists. Al Chung Lee, Al Lee is in this motherfucker from, like I say, Vietnam and Vietnamese. And let's see what's going on.
Accused of shooting her own sons. Police say she also tried to shoot her ex-husband's relative before she took off. You're watching NBC 10 News here at 5.
Let's go back and look at this motherfucker. She tried to shoot her ex-husband's family member. I want to see that.
To shoot her ex-husband's relative before she took off.
They showed her too damn quick. Why they rushing to show her face? No, show that bitch. Why? This her, y'all. This her. She shot both of her sons. The white man ain't do it. That black drug dealer ain't do it. You know, the black man with all them big ass chains, look like Mr. T, try to say it was some black dude. Remember the bitch that drove her kids in the lake, and she tried to say it was some dude did it, black dude with a big ass glasses and all them chains and shit like that. And he looked like he was in the description, looked like it was Kumo D. And then come to find out, she threw her kids in the motherfucking in the ocean or in the lake. And you know why? Yeah, Susan Smith. We're going to talk about her. That's the infamous. She's the infamous. You know why she did it? Guess why she did it, y'all? She did it because the guy she was with said he didn't want nobody with kids. So she asked out her children for some dick. Al Karen, you can't make this shit up. It ain't just these Al Wilder Malnisha that do the same shit for some dick. You got these Al Karens do the same shit. She drove her kids in the lake and blamed it on a black man. That's why I tell you these Al Karens are the worst baby mama terrorists on the planet, because they got history of destroying counties, cities, and communities. You can't make this shit up. Let's get back to Chung Lee right here. She killed both of her sons, or she shot them.
You're watching ABC 10 News here at 5 o'clock. I'm Jim Rosenfield.
And I'm Tracy Davidson. The children are still in the hospital in extremely critical condition. Tonight, NBC 10 has learned more about the legal battles between the woman and her ex-husband and the safety concerns he had.
NBC 10's Deanna Durante uncovered those new details in court filings for the couple. And she's joining us live from Doylestown with what she learned today. Deanna?
Well, it's important to note here that Trinh Nguyen had two boys that she's accused of shooting, and those boys had two different fathers. These court documents we obtained today, we've gone through them, and this was the divorce and custody proceeding between the father of her youngest child, one who wanted changes to the custody agreement, even went to court just a few months ago, asking a judge to keep Nguyen from taking his son overseas for the summer.
We know police.
So, the husband, I believe the husband was a white dude. Yeah, two different fathers. I don't know if she was married to both, but she was married to this one father, and he wanted to change the custody agreement. I guess one of the custody agreement was every other summer she takes his son to Vietnam. That's where she's from. He wanted to change it because he felt that she wasn't going to come back because she started struggling. She wasn't paying the rent of the house. And he felt that she was going to try to run off to the promised land. See, this is why I tell y'all, we have to see this shit, because I want y'all to see how fucked up this system is. They don't give a fuck about them children, but they sit back and say it's for the best interest of the child. This is why I told you the laws is not going to change regardless of how many children get murdered, exed out by these baby mama terrorists, because all they look at is, hey, just one less nigga we got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Pay your child support. You still owe back child support. If your child's deceased and you owe back child support, you still got to pay the motherfucker. If you owe back child support and you got custody of your child, you still have to pay the back child support. If all of a sudden you went from non-custodial to equal parenting and you got back child support, you still got to pay back child support. You can't make this shit up. The baby mama terrorists had the power to say, nah, I want to wipe that out. But they're not going to do that. Look, Vonta say, huh? Yeah. If your child die, murdered, exed out, commit suicide, whatever, if you got rearage in your fucking child support, you still obligated to pay the motherfucker. If you get sole custody of your child, you still obligated to pay the motherfucker. If you end up getting equal parenting time, you still got to pay the motherfucker. I'm just letting you know. They're going to get their money. It's only about the money. It ain't never about the best interest of the child. Because if that's the case, then it'll be more fathers having custody instead of 1 out of every 6 in the United States. But, let's continue.
We know police say Trinh Nguyen shot her two sons as they slept in their beds, and that shooting happened a day before she was scheduled to be evicted from the home she rented from her ex-sister-in-law. A look back at legal documents shows as far back as 2015, the father of her youngest son requested a custody agreement, saying that Nguyen took off from the couple's home with the child and went to Texas, saying she wasn't coming back.
Oh, so she ran off to Texas and won't come back. But let's go back to this. I want to see this. I want to see this. I'm going to read some of this as much as I can. Present schedule gives her no weekend time, and her two sons do not, I can't see that, time together. Mother seeks 2-2-3. 1 week, she will have Mo and 2. Father will have, Monday and Tuesday. Okay. Look like they had equal parenting. It looked like they had equal parenting. Because 2, 2, and 3, 1 week she would have Monday, Tuesday. Father would have Wednesday and Thursday. And the parties would alternate weekends. The next week, the father would have Monday and Tuesday. Mother would have Wednesday and Thursday. And the weekends will still alternate. Mother also wants father to cooperate with a passport for the child as she plans a 4-week trip to Vietnam this summer. So he wasn't trying to get the passport. Father said that the mother is being evicted from the Newtown home and he is searching for a home in Newtown. Newtown. He will agree to a schedule change as long as it stays 50-50. So they both had equal parenting time. And the place she was staying, she was renting through her ex-sister-in-law, but she wasn't paying the rent. She got evicted. Father wants to postpone changing the days until April, at the earliest, maybe June. He thinks both parents moving is enough change for the child. Once they have new residence and school is done or almost done, then they can change the schedule mother wants. So he was willing to change it, but he wanted to wait until they, stop moving. Because, these baby mama Teds can't stay in one house. These baby mama Teds got to move once a year, twice a year, every other month. They can't stay in one house because they know they can't afford the motherfucker as it is. But, they move around because they want to try to get over. It also says father cannot agree to the passport of the trip. Vietnam is not a hag. What's this say right here?
Son request.
Okay, Hugh, a hag, or Hugh, member country. Mother just oh damn! Look at this. Mother just received
Her youngest son.
Look, the mother just received $200,000 in a divorce buyout. She got $200,000. See, this is what I'm saying. Now look, for y'all brothers right here, the mother received $200,000 in a buyout. So that means they must have sold a house. Maybe they flipped the house, or maybe they refinanced the house. But she walked away with $200,000. Father is afraid that she will run to Vietnam with the child, and that money he will never get his son back. Father thinks mother is a classified flight risk, and she present, and I can't read the rest. But see, that's why he wanted to make sure she don't go to Vietnam, because now she got this $200,000. She's gonna go out there and never come back. So she got $200,000. She wasn't paying her rent. She sound like one of these baby mama Ted's Alquishas, don't it? Yeah, $200,000 in the blood in the mouth.
Requested a custody agreement, saying that.
Let's look at this. She left the party shared residence and advised she would not be returning with the child. So the reason why he went back, because she said she was gonna move to Texas and she wasn't bringing the child back. So basically, it sounded like she was gonna do a kidnapping, aka alienation. See, I want y'all to understand, just because you got equal parenting time, that don't mean the baby mama Ted's gonna follow it. So it's a chance that these baby mama Ted's would turn around, take child, go out of town, go out the country, and go hide and go live in New York when she's supposed to be on Cottage Grove, and then go tell them in New York that I'm on a run, I'm getting abused and shit. So they're gonna hide her out. So they're gonna aid assist the hoe, regardless of knowing what it is. And you the evil doer, you the bad guy. You gotta try to find where she at, and the course is not gonna let you know where she is, even though they got record where that motherfucker is. You can't make this shit up. So of course this system is not gonna change. She is believed to have driven to Texas. Plaintiff is concerned that defendant will not return with the minor child. Let's continue. This sounds like one of baby mama Ted's Al Walla Melnicious, don't it? That's what I told you.
Nguyen took off from the couple's home with the child and went to Texas, saying she wasn't coming back. At the time, the child was a toddler, and the couple had just gotten married, according to court filings. Eventually, the couple resolved the dispute, and nothing more was entered into the family court system until 2021. when divorce proceedings began. The couple agreed to splitting the value of a Philadelphia home. Wynn was to be paid more than $200,000 and granted monthly support payments.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute now. Wait a minute. So yeah, look like they split a house that they lived in together, whatever. They sold the house. She received $220,000, and he still had to pay her spousal support. Y'all know why? It's obviously she was an at-home mom. See, I ain't knocking nobody that want to do it the traditional way, because we always say traditional. That's usually the husband. He take all the finance. He work the job. She stay at home, be the housewife or whatever. But what can happen if y'all go through a divorce, or she filed a divorce, she will, and y'all been married for over 10 years, or it be a couple years, depending on the judge, bitch ass, he a simp. They will grant her temporary spousal support or temporary alimony for a couple of years or whatever. Lifetime, depending on how much, and how long and shit. So she walked away with $220,000 and also got some type of spousal support. And this is why I advise y'all men that say, hey, I got me a good woman, I'm gonna get married. And that's fine. If that's what you want to do, cool. Just make sure you have all your paperwork in order. Make sure you have your prenup. Also, you got your own business. Have her to work for you. One thing I can say about Tan, and Tan, one of the supporters on here, he's engaged to get married. He got all his shit in order. He's a CDL truck driver. He had his fiance to get a CDL as well, and they both work together driving on the road. So when they get married, can't say she's a stay-at-home mom. She ain't working. She getting some type of job or some type of business. So she work under him. That's the least you can do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Greta Lee. She said, Mr. Palmer, there are some really good women out here. And I agree. They are. Hell yeah. It's just that the bad women are making good women look bad. That's true too. It's more evil women, more bad women than it is good women. Just like it's more simple force ass weak men than it is actually men. That's a fact. It is some good women out here. But it's so bad that a lot of men are saying, hey, why chance it? Why even take that risk? Why even bother? So, unfortunately, that's what's going on now. I'll be a lie to you and tell you every woman is an evildoer, a piece of shit, a feminist and all that, because I wouldn't have the women in here now. So I'll be a lie. My mama won that. But the majority of these motherfuckers are. That's the unfortunate part. Like, and I can tell you brothers out here who say, well, I ain't dating no black woman, I'm gonna give me an Asian woman. There you have it. Now, all Asians ain't like this, but I told you, get these Asian motherfuckers or these foreign motherfuckers that's Americanized. They know about this unjust ass system amongst men, and they know how feminism is the power and the key to get over. They're gonna take it and run with it just like everybody else. that's just it, right. All races the same. Don't matter. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell y'all. I mean, I get it. Hey, y'all go outside your race. I got a problem with that. Just know that it can happen to you. Whether you get you a white woman, the god, you get you the black woman, the queen, you get you the Spanish woman. I mean, it depends on they mindset and depend on their upbringing, their culture, and everything else. So, let's continue. $220,000 in alimony. God damn it.
$1,000 and granted monthly support payments. In addition to shared custody, a judge granted her request to take the couple's son to Vietnam every other summer. But in July 2021, Wynn went back to court saying her ex-husband was not complying and failed to get a passport for the child. Attorneys for her ex-husband fired back saying Wynn has no income, had only recently begun to work selling eyelashes online, and that she was to be evicted from the home she rented.
Wait a minute. So you had Chung Lee, who had $220,000. She's getting spouse support. She ain't got no money, and she's selling eyelashes on the fucking internet. God of Raw? Nah, you ain't blocked. You ain't blocked, bro. You right there. No, we don't block people on here. unless and I say block. We don't do that. No, you ain't blocked. We don't do that. So she had just got $220,000. She's getting spousal support, probably child support shit, and she's getting evicted. And honestly, I think the reason why she getting evicted, not because she didn't have the money pay. I think she said, "This is my husband or ex-husband sister. I'm not paying that bitch nothing else. I'm gonna go ahead and live here for free until I get evicted, and I'll go wherever I'm gonna go." That sounds like an Wilder Nisha right there. Shout out to Polar Bear 65 for the 1999. He said crowdfunding #seed funds to buy yourself a Lazy Boy leather recliner. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you. So yeah. So in my opinion, I think she had the money. She just said, "I ain't paying her motherfucking rent." Shit, that's my ex-husband's sister. Fuck her. I'm just gonna go and live it up till she put me out, because you know it would take time to get put out. They got to give you the notice, you got to get the summons and all this shit, go to court. Yeah. So she started selling eyelashes online. Oh man. Y'all help out Polar Bear, man, and help add on to the collection plate for Couch Gang, man. So yeah, she was behind, look like $11,000, $11,133. Damn, how far down that? She's back quite a bit.
From her ex-husband's sister, and that they feared with the hefty divorce payout she could flee to Vietnam and not return the couple's son. In court documents, the attorneys describe her as a classic flight risk and kidnapper. Ed Teeny told a magistrate he was looking to move closer to his son and was actively looking for a home in Newtown. There is nothing about Wynn's search for a new home. Again, she was set to be evicted from the house on May 3rd, and it was May 2nd. Police say she shot her boys.
Now, and you know what? And this is what I want y'all to understand. A lot of these baby mama tears don't give a fuck about the money per se. A lot of these baby mama tears want to hurt the man or hurt the father or the ex-husband, ex-boyfriend at all costs. Again, what I tell y'all, they use these children as kryptonite. That's their power. Taking a man's money and assets is their power. Those two things, but that's a man's kryptonite. Destroying that child, taking the child and running off to the sunset, taking all his money, making him broke, pulling broke. Yeah, she shot her kids, Greta. And they're not gonna make it. They will do anything to cause harm against you men. That's why I say keep your veins on ice. They do not love their children. She's no different than other baby mom tears I always talk about. They all wanted the same, fam. She was finna get evicted on the 3rd. So on the 2nd, the day before, she decided to offer her own kids. You cannot make this shit up. It is sad, but this been going on for a long time. But people tell me that I'm doing this to try to get rid of child support. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Dallas D, what's going on? So let's finish it up.
Now, a new custody agreement had gone into effect on April 1st. It appears as though a hearing was to be scheduled, as well as some other court proceedings having to do with this custody battle in the next couple of months. As for Wynn's older child, we're told that his father is out of state. It is unclear what has happened there in their custody or other proceedings. Reporting live in Doylestown, Deanna Durante, NBC 10 News. That's fucked up. I got one more video for us to cover about this baby mama terrorist. Shout out to Simply a Diva. And this might be, oh yeah. She also tried to shoot at the neighbor.
Here, police in Bucks County.
She also tried to shoot the neighbor. I don't know if the neighbor came up, tried to help, ran up over there. I don't know. But shout out to Ricardo Cray for the 499. He said, the more you love your kids, the more they try to hurt you. Yes, 100%, brother. And I'm going to say something that Tommy said a long time ago. A lot of children are living today because men washed their hands, and walked away. Because the more the man fought, the more the man tried to, go to court, shit like that, the more that child was suffering, getting abused mentally, physically, and also getting murdered. A lot of children are saved, and they don't even realize it because a lot of men and walked away. Because there'll be more fatalities when it comes to these children, because if they see that you finna get custody or equal parents and all that, they will ice that child out. But since you walked away, they will live. Unfortunately, they'll be living in some world of shit, manipulation, lack of knowledge, don't know a goddamn thing, son, husbands, betas, and whores. So I'm just saying, I'm just telling you the truth. And he said that shit a long time ago, and I'll be damned, he ain't lying. He ain't never lied. He ain't never lied. But let's check this one out and see, because they saying, the children are not expected to survive. Hannah's Hot Geist TV, shout out to you.
Here, police in Bucks County are still searching for answers into a terrible crime today. A mother who shot her 2 young sons as they lay sleeping in their beds. Authorities say the woman who is in custody tried to kill others as well, including herself. Tonight, the 38-year-old Newtown woman is expected to be charged with murder and attempted murder as the Bucks County community tries to understand what happened and why. A vigil was held this evening for the young victims, ages 9 and 13.
They say she's 38 years old.
Others as well.
She could be 38. Yeah, she don't look no 50, 60 years old like the average baby mama Tez we see. They'd be 25 looking like they 52. So, yeah, she could be 38. And look her mugshot, though. You see that smirk on her face? See that smirk on her face? When do you really see a baby mama Tez who hurt that child or abused that child, even murdered that child, have a sad look on their face? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she got a man face. But look at her smirking. She did a damn good job. She did a damn good job. She did a damn good job. See, she like, job well done. I hurt him and I hurt the other father. I told you, they be proud for what they do. Yeah, it is beyond low, brother. So let's continue.
Including herself. Tonight, the 38-year-old Newtown woman is expected to be charged with murder and attempted murder as the Bucks County community tries to understand what happened and why. A vigil was held this evening for the young victims, ages 9 and 13. Action News reporter Annie McCormick is live in Newtown with more on the tragedy. Annie.
And Rick, memorials still remain outside here of Newtown Middle School, where a vigil was held earlier tonight. Now, both of those young boys were taken to the hospital still alive, but this afternoon, District Attorney Matt Weintraub said that they are not expected to survive, and their families made the difficult decisions to donate their organs.
A vigil was held tonight at Newtown Middle School for 2 young boys found shot in their beds, allegedly by their mother this morning. Friends identified the victims as 13-year-old Jeffrey Teeney, who friends called JT, and 9-year-old Nelson Teeney.
So now, these are the 2 young boys, 13-year-old and a 9-year-old. So he 13, so that means either he's a freshman in high school or he's in 8th grade, but it looks like he's in high school. And now we will not know what their future hold because of a baby mama Terry decided to ice them both out. They could have been scientists. They could have been doing a STEM program. They could have been working for the president. They could have been flying planes. They could have been, spokespersons for the United States or maybe back in Vietnam. Who knows? So they lost their life because of a baby mama terrorist. Not because of the black thug, not because of the white Klan member, not because of no nigga like me from Cottage Grove. No, this from the mother who gave birth to them. The ones y'all say is the most best fit. The ones you say that deserve 85% of custody. The ones you say that are the less abusive and the next neglectful and causing the less fatalities, right? Yeah. So unfortunately, not only do you destroy the father, you also destroy people that loved them, that cared for them, and was friends and shit like that, the school and everything else. I told you, these baby mama tears will destroy everybody everybody. Shout out to Winter Grace up in here. We got God of Raw for the $2. They said Trend clapped them jits like Magic City cheeks. He's stupid. Want to give a shout out to Speaking My Mind for the $2 donation. He said, and this is Trevor Noah's reporting from the news. Shout out to you, my brother. Yeah, it's very sad. Shout out to Dallas D, and she's out there in Texas. She says, so they want to, shout out to her for the $10 donation. She says, so they want to X them outside the womb. Oh, okay. So they want to X them inside the womb and out. This is what the state calls the best interest? Yes, unfortunately. Yes, inside and outside. Kill them any way you like. The courts allowed this shit. The government allowed this shit. You can have whatever you like. Hey, shout out to you. They don't give a fuck. Let's continue.
9-year-old Nelson Teeny. Police say their mother, 38-year-old Trin Nguyen, shot them in the head inside their Upper Makefield Township home on Timber Ridge Road. And what authorities are calling a domestic situation, the mother then approached a neighbor following the shooting.
Trin Nguyen handed him a box of photos outside the residence and asked him to give the box to her ex-husband, whom he worked with. When Melchiondo turned around and faced Nguyen, he saw Nguyen pointing a black revolver to his face. Nguyen then pulled the trigger 2 times, but by the grace of God, the gun did not fire. Melchiondo engaged Nguyen.
I want y'all to hear what she did. So she gave him the information, photos or whatever, to give to her ex-husband. But then when he turned his back, you try to shoot him. But luckily, the gun jammed. So her last name is Teeny. Now, is that Italian? Is that white? Y'all tell me that. That don't sound like no. Of course, this person who she was married to is not Vietnamese. So yeah, she tried to kill a neighbor, but she gave him the shit to give to the ex-husband, and then you try to kill him too. Teeny, I think that's what, Italian. Teeny, that sounds like Italian. Well, let's hear it again. I want y'all to hear that again. I told you they try to slick. The kids ain't do nothing. They was just being kids. She bad at the husband.
Following the shooting.
Trin Nguyen handed him a box of photos outside the residence and asked him to give the box to her ex-husband, whom he worked with. When Melchiondo turned around and faced Nguyen, he saw Nguyen pointing a black revolver to his face. Nguyen then pulled the trigger 2 times, but by the grace of God, the gun did not fire. Melchiondo engaged Nguyen, wrapped her in a bear hug, and eventually was able to disarm her.
After fleeing, the mother was taken into custody a short time later at a nearby church. She was then transported to the hospital and arraigned tonight. At tonight's vigil, JT's baseball teammate said this about their friend.
He was always like the best teammate. He was always happy and bringing like smiles to people's faces.
He was always ready to play, and he was never like sad at any moment. He was like the happiest kid I knew.
And said that Nelson excelled at swimming and baseball, just like his big brother.
He was a good baseball player too. He had a long career ahead of him.
You know what I noticed? I noticed every picture they showing, the little brother is looking at the older brother. So that means they both boys. He looked up to his older brother. So far, the pictures they showing, the younger brother's looking up to the older brother, and that's good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how it should be. Outside, and also look up to the father. But he looked up to his older brother. Innocent kids. But look who sabotaged their lives. Destroyed them. Shout out to Mr. DG for the $10. They said Vietnam is a non-extradition country. Additionally, the Hague Convention makes it difficult to serve a subpoena from one nation to another. You must go to the international courts to serve papers. See, so she knew what she was doing. She was going to go out there and not come back and make it hard, because a lot of brothers who have marry somebody outside a race, especially Asian, they go to Japan, they don't come back. They can't, and Japan ain't trying to help out the United States to get that child mother back. Not at all. Shout out to you, my brother. This is why I say it's important if y'all can go to these different countries and start over and get a family, stuff like that. Make sure that they don't have them laws that can destroy you as well as like United States of America. Shout out to Lee Smith for the $5 donation. Said, sorry, but men are morally better than women. Yes, I said it. A man will get deleted in prison for this. Watch nothing happen to this bitch in jail. I agree. I agree with you all the way. I agree.
He was a good baseball player too. He had a long career ahead of him. It's such a shame.
And Rick, tonight, Wynn was arraigned on attempted murder charges. Police also believe that she may have tried to take her own life. For now, reporting live in Newtown, Annie McCormick, Channel 6, Action News. Rick.
Annie, thank you.
So far they, took her to the hospital. I don't know why when these baby mama terrorists kill a child, they take them to the hospital. They take them to the hospital. I do not understand. They take them to the hospital. They take them to the hospital. It must be something wrong with her to do some shit like that. Shout out to Mr. Goodbread for the 499. He said, I'm late to cope, but here's my support for the truth. Salute, Mr. Palmer. Shout out to you, my brother. This shit is crazy out here. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. This been going on for many years, many decades, and you don't hear nothing about it because the news ain't gonna put out nothing like that unless it's local news. They're not gonna put this on CNN and nothing like that. Excuse me. They're not gonna do nothing like that. They say she tried to kill herself, but I don't know. Killing herself ain't she don't deserve to get that free ride. That's no. Not at all. Not at all. Now, I want y'all to hear another story. This happened some years ago. This was in Texas, where and I like this one. I like this one because this is one of these baby mama terrorists who got degrees. This is one of these baby mama terrorists who got a license. This is one of these baby mama terrorists that make 6 figures. This is one of them baby mama terrorists who use a shield to hide behind. This baby mama terrorist off to her 8-year-old son because the dad got full custody. You can't make this shit up. And this is an Al Karen baby mama terrorist. I'm trying to see which one is the latest one. Let me see. Okay. That was the I want to try to do it in the right order. Oh, not only that, after she killed the 8-year-old, she turned the gun on herself and killed herself as well. So she killed the 8-year-old and then she shot herself and killed herself. You can't make this shit up. You can't. Al Karen baby mama terrorist. Yep. This happened back in let me get the right date. This happened back in 2011. This happened in Texas. This baby mama terrorist had primary custody. This father was accused of doing all these malicious things. The government daddy didn't want to change it. He wanted custody. Then finally, when they give him custody, she decided to X out the son and kill herself. Yeah, 2 for 1. So we're going to talk about this one. I'm going to read it first and I'm going to let y'all see the news. This was in 2011. Mother kills child before turning gun on herself, says police. A woman shot and killed her 7. Now, On here say 7 years old, but the other article says 8 years old. So the baby was either 7 or 8 years old. Okay. A woman shot and killed her 7-year-old son before turning the gun on herself late Friday morning in Shashi. I guess it's Sashi or Sachet, police said. Officer forced their way into the home after hearing gunshots and found 43-year-old Karen Hazlett McCall. They got that dash shit. And her name is Karen. Her name is Karen. Al Karen. Hazlett dash McCall. And 7-year-old Eric Hazlett dash McCall. Damn, he got a dash too? In an upstairs bedroom at about 10:30 in the morning. She killed her son 10:30 in the morning. Saxy. Okay, Saxy, Texas. Texas got these off the wall names. Saxy police were at the home in the 7100 block of Long Meadow Drive as a precaution when her estranged husband, Rodney McCall, arrived to pick up his son. So he was supposed to pick up his son when he had sole custody. So he was going over there to pick up his son because he ended up getting sole custody. Saxy police were at the home. Oh, I said that. McCall had received sole custody of the child in the court hearing at 10 o'clock in the morning. So at 10 o'clock a.m., he got custody, and she went up to that bedroom at 10:30 a.m. and shot her son. You can't make this shit up. We're gonna play the video afterwards. The father knocked on the front door. Saxy Police Chief Dennis Veach said, "We were simply standing by at the front and the rear of the house when we heard 3 gunshots within the house." I'll be damned. So you telling me the father was there knocking on the door with the police to get his son, and he was there hearing the gunshots? Or, yeah, he heard 3 shots. Veach said police had been to the home on several locations, but there were not allegations of serious violence. See, these baby mama Teds know how to play like they didn't do nothing, especially dealing with Al Karen. Especially dealing with Al Karen. They can play victim, they can play innocent, they can play woe is me. Hey, they've been doing it since back in time, back in slavery. Why you think a lot of these black men in slavery got killed? Talking about he raped me and got me pregnant, knowing damn well she the one raped his ass. But guess what? These white knight KKK sipping forces, they hang him, lynch him, and look at her as a fucking victim, knowing damn well she wasn't no fucking victim. You can't make this shit up. Police said that Hazlett McCall and her husband were in the midst of a bitter divorce proceedings. Veach said police did not know why the father had been given sole custody of their son. Hazlett McCall had accused her husband. See, here we go. See this? I told you this how it start, y'all. When y'all be thinking it's just these Al Wally Melnicious, nope. He was accused of what? Molesting their son last fall. Listen, yeah, I know it's been done since the beginning of time, bro. I just say slavery because a lot of innocent slaves, black men in particular, was murdered unjustly because some Al Karen Me Too and shit. That's why I say slavery. Yeah, of course it was ancient times, but I'm just going off in slavery. That's how how many millions of slaves was died because of these motherfuckers. So that's why I say slavery. Of course, back in time. But look, having a few of you guys or some of you guys been accused of the same shit, and then guess what? Even if you didn't do it, they got investigated. Even though they know she's lying, they're going to prolong it. And guess what? They're going to give her primary or sole custody. Yes, Sugar Bum, black women are not the only baby mama terrorists. I've been saying that from the get-go, but I still have black Wally Melnicious still tell me I only talk about black women. And then when I tell them, hey, well, give me some articles of these white baby mama terrorists. I'll be happy to talk about it. They get quiet because they can't find them, because the white baby mama terrorists not going to be out there trying to embarrass themselves. They're going to always play innocent and victim. Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all don't mind getting attention, good or bad, as long as you get attention. He was accused of molesting his son last fall. A grand jury later found no evidence of the crime, and McCall was cleared. But check this out, y'all. But McCall had lost his job as a what? High school teacher. You can't make this shit up. So, wait a minute. Don't this sound like you black brothers up in here? You Latino brothers? You know what I'm saying? Your other brothers that's in other countries. Don't this sound like y'all the same bullshit? You're falsely accused of child molestation or child abuse, child rape or domestic violence. And guess what? She get custody and a restraining order and shit like that. Yeah, they act like gorilla. But when they cleared him, he lost his job as a high school teacher. I told you, even if they find out that you didn't do it, it wasn't true, your whole livelihood is sabotaged, because they're not finna wait around to see if you really didn't do it. Most of these jobs say, nah, we can't have that around because that's not good for our image. Shout out to Katie H. Hayes for the 499. Says, so the baby mama terrorists who kills their kids clearly shows they do it because they no longer can use them as pawns or a check anymore, and they never loved them. Facts. Didn't I tell y'all, if you notice, you hear these baby mama terrorists talk on social media, white, black, blue, or green, they always say, I had them kids for him. They don't say we wanted them kids. They say I had them kids for him. That means they never wanted the child. They did it to please him, to keep him around, or to use as a pawn, weapon, rocket launcher, shield. They have children for the wrong reason. Why you think they don't use protection? Why you think they don't take Plan Bs and more than afters? Why you think they don't do none of this shit to prevent pregnancies? Why you think you had the motherfucker on here tell me that I took responsibility? Because when I had the kid, I decided to be a parent. But then think about preventing the motherfucker, and you really didn't want to have a kid with dude, but you say, hey, if it happened, hey, it is what it is, fam. That's why I told you. I don't take these baby mama terrorists seriously. Most of these motherfuckers are, a lot of you was born for the wrong reasons. I'm telling you. Either your mom was a side chick, and she thought that having that baby was going to make him lead the family and shit. He said, no, I ain't going. She said, fuck you, and put you on child support and alienate your ass and call you deadbeats and make you dead and tell the son that you ain't shit. And then a lot of them have kids because, hey, you know, I'm knocked up. I don't believe in abortion, so I'm going to go ahead and be a parent. But this dude said he wanted to be a father, but he say he don't want to be with me. So I said, well, you left us, you against us, and I'm not going to let you be around us. So because of that, you alienated, and your father's still a piece of shit, and he's paying child support. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Well, that's why a lot of y'all mothers are 50, 40, 50, 60 years old, still mad when you mention your daddy, or find out that you talking to your daddy, or found out that she lied all the time. She's mad as fuck as you. See? Sugar Boss, I'm a pygmy. Yeah. Yeah, it's about to get real if abortion become illegal. But here's the thing. Let me tell you about that before we continue on. Just because they get rid of the Roe versus Wade, they're gonna give the state the choice to decide if they're gonna ban it or not. You know what I'm saying? So all the Republican states gonna say ban it. A lot of these Democratic states gonna say, nah, we're gonna keep it because they cater to these feminist baby mama terrorists. So it's not gonna get rid of it 100%, but people have to travel. And like Indiana's a Republican state. They not going. If they pass this, that no more Roe versus Wade shit, Indiana's gonna shut it down and say no abortion. So what's gonna happen is they'll be coming to Illinois because Illinois is a sucker. And my punk ass mayor of Chicago already said that, hey, we ain't gonna change it here. So they'll be able to do it here. They just have to travel. But it's still gonna limit a lot of the abortions because, hey, you can't do it here. You gotta go somewhere else if you're gonna do it. So but this brother lost his job as a school teacher because of a false allegation. Shout out to Chris Jeff for the $5 donation. Mr. Palmer, can the dad by right sue the courts for the kid's death because they was the one who ruled the mother to have custody. I mean, you could try, but I'm gonna show. We're gonna do this week. I promise. We're gonna do the documentary on divorce court. Lawyers and judges. I know judges for a fact got immunity. It's hard to sue a judge. They say it's possible, but I ain't seen it yet. It's hard to sue a judge. So from what I know, no. Not for the kids' death. No, they should, but they got, just like these police officers got automatic immunity, they have the same thing, unfortunately. Shout out to Chris Jet. That was a great question. This is a fucked up shit, though, ain't it? That's some fuck shit. That's fucked up. You can't sue them. That's why I say if Clifford Burns come in there and do what he do, I have no problem with it. Oh well. You know what I'm saying? McCall's attorney told Wiley School Board in November that the case was an allegation brought by a woman who was about to lose custody of her child. The Wiley News reported. They don't care if it was a lie. It was told. He also told the board that Hazlitt McCall, a former police officer who has a doctorate in criminal justice and a master's and degree in psychology, knew how to manipulate the justice system, the newspaper reported. So let's go back to this baby mama Tez Al Karen. Remember I told y'all, she was a former police officer who had a doctorate in criminal justice and a master's degree in psychology. I want y'all to hear one more time. The baby mama Tez Al Karen was a former police officer who had a doctorate in criminal justice and a master's degree in psychology. I told you, these baby mama terrorists who got these degrees, who got these licenses, make six figures, they look like Mary Poppins, they probably look like they would never do no shit like this. Them are the worst baby mama terrorists on the planet. It ain't the ones with the link cards, because they can only go so far. It's them. This is why I tell y'all, why you think old girl, that doctor over there that was able to do that reproductive corrosion and make the ex-husband look like he's the father until she want to put the other man on child support a year and a half later. You can't make this shit up. But y'all tell me that, that's not true. You just hate women. She had a master in psychology. You know what I'm saying? Maurice said, I think you can sue him civilly, not criminally. I mean, I hope you can sue him civilly. At least that should be criminal. But the couple have been battling over custody of Eric for more than a year. They filed for divorce in Collin County in March of 2010, and temporary custody orders were in place in April 2010. By November, the attorney was appointed for the child course. So now you got the GAL, the gal. You got the father paying for his lawyer. She paying her lawyer. She got money to blow. I ain't saying he broke. I don't know how he is, but he got to pay. And now somebody got to pay for the GAL. Money in the bank. The judge ordered psychological evaluations in January of 2011. Jurors were sworn in on Monday for opening statements, and McCall won custody of his son Friday. So this shit lasted over a year. The proof is innocent, and he finally won custody of his son that Friday. Lieutenant Martin Cassidy said the officers was visibly shaken, but did the best they could in a really bad situation. It's a terribly, terribly sad, tragic event. You know, when one person makes a life decision for another who doesn't have a vote in that decision. Be said, a lot of these children don't have the vote. These baby mama terrorists are the executioner. They're the judge. They're the jury. And they're the lawyers. They all wrapped in one to decide the fate of that fucking kid. You can't make this shit up. Shout out to Dallas D for the $10 donation. She said, new verse. It's my baby mama. She lost custody, but she couldn't take it. So they 6 beat. I gotta do. Hold on, let me do it again. It's my baby mama. She lost custody, but she couldn't take it. so they 6 feet deep. It's my baby mama. She lost custody. Now she's in jail. May they mess in peace. Hey, to let you know, Dallas, she committed suicide. She ain't going to jail. She lost custody. She killed the child and killed herself. She's not going to jail. Unfortunately, she's not going to jail. She committed suicide and homicide. Shout out to you. Y'all, you got me on that one. Shout out to you. Yeah. See, she made the life decision to kill herself and her son. I told you, these motherfuckers hate the man more than they love their son or their daughters. Now, police said although other family members were at the residence, they were outside greeting police when the shooting happened. Officials will work with Collin County medical examiners to confirm the cause of death, but it appears the woman shot the child, then herself. Hayslick McCall was a professor at the University of Texas at Dallas. UT Dallas released the following statement. So she was also a professor at the University of Texas in Dallas. She was a professor at the University of Texas. The UT Dallas community is deeply saddened to learn of this tragic news. Our thoughts and concerns are with the family. Karen Hayslick McCall left the university faculty in June of 2011 and has had no official position with the university since then. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Let's check out the video.
Waitress, the hit Broadway musical with songs by Grammy Award winner Sarah Bareilles. Waitress, the hilarious.
Always gotta come with these commercials. They doing another one. Hold on. Man, everything you click play on, got a commercial. Got to have a commercial. Everything. I guess everybody got to get paid. Shh. I want y'all to understand how these baby mama tears really are. And how they be playing victim and they educated, they got degrees and make all this money, but they don't give a shit about them children. Don't teach them nothing. They just there. I don't think it's going to let me play it. They keep showing ads. Let me try this one.
Waitress, the hit Broadway.
It ain't let me, because they ain't trying to let me play something. I know it's a video on this. Let me see. It won't play it. And I played it yesterday, but it won't play it. Let me go somewhere else and do it. This motherfucker, man. I want y'all to see the video. Gotta see the news clip. I don't know why it won't let me play. Keep saying repeat.
NFM is counting down to summer. NFM is.
It won't let me play. For some reason, it won't let me play. And then when I look for other videos, it ain't. Well, check it out. I got another article with this. Let me check this one out, maybe, because what ended up happening. What ended up happening in 2019, the father tried to speak out about this. I think he tried to pass a law. So we'll go to this one. And I have a video where he talks to the courts about spreading awareness. So unfortunately, the video won't play, but I do have, like I said, this was back in 2011. So yeah, I tried to browse it. It won't play. You're full of shit. But this was a young man, 8 years old. That was the father. But this is now 2019, October 15th, when this was reported. Parent alienation leads to son's death. Now, dad speaks out. See, people don't understand how serious this parent alienation is. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to God of Raw for the $2 donation. He said, no baby mama tears if they swallow the gravy. Hashtag mouth lives matter. Shout out to you, brother. You know, now we know about what parent alienation. Let me read this. The day was supposed to end in victory for Rodney McCall, but instead, October the 21st, 2011, ended in anguish. The quiet late morning air gave into the splitting sound of 3 gunshots. Al Karen, had shot her 8-year-old Eric twice, then turned the gun on herself, killing them both. On October the 21st, 2011, McCall received the news that he had been hoping to get. He was getting custody of his son, Eric McCall, after what he said was long, difficult, and vicious divorce and custody battle. McCall was given full guardianship of his son, while his ex-wife, Al Karen, parental rights were terminated. Parent alienation led to the problem. Now, McCall often speaks about this topic with those who request his guidance. He attended meetings, conventions, and more to talk about himself and tell his story. Now, his story is being shared with students. This is why I tell y'all it's very important to tell y'all stories, because a lot of people don't know nothing about this. A lot of people won't know nothing about this. That's why people like him, myself, and others tell our stories and spread awareness for y'all to realize this could happen to you. This what goes on. This what's been going on. This unjust ass system condones it and reward these same baby mama terrorists who destroy our children. But let's continue. In McCall's book, For the Love of Eric, Surviving Divorce, Parental Alienation, and Life After, McCall offers advice to others who may not even realize they are victims of parent alienation. No one had to tell me what my soul already misunderstood, McCall said. Eric was gone. After finally getting what he had been fighting for so long, his son was dead as a result of a divorce and parent alienation of Al Karen baby mama terrorists. I didn't get married with the idea that I would get divorced. A lot of people have. A lot of people been getting a relationship to break up and we got kids, we got a family, or get married, do it the right way, and think about we're going to get divorced. That was not an equation, McCall said. And he said in Texas, it takes 2 people to get married, but only 1 to get the divorce. And guess who won the divorce, y'all? Al Karen wanted the divorce because she wanted to move on. It's time to move on. I'm just tired of hanging on. So the no fault 72 or 80% who said, no fault, I want a divorce, I want to move on to the fullest, and I'm going to take our son and I'm going to get custody and use you as a pedophile. Though the marriage started off as that perfect picture, red front door, McCall said he started to notice a change in his family after his child, Eric, was born. How many of you brothers can relate that as soon as the child was born, all of a sudden, shit didn't change. It wasn't the same. She started acting funny. She started acting different. It was like her true self came around. How many of y'all can relate to that? How many? Seemed like the same similarity from what I see. We were very excited to have a child, McCall said. It was probably after the first year that she, Al Karen, started to withdraw a little more. She had horrible migraines, with the nights often ending in the emergency room. The differences in McCall's wife had started to become visible to him. Baby mama tells Al Karen was taking all kinds of medication. We would go to the emergency room at 1 a.m. because the migraines were horrible, McCall said. Her addiction to medication fed into her mental health issues as she got older, began to manifest themselves. So you telling me she's taking medication, she having migraines, she's having some type of mental health issues, and y'all still gave custody to this motherfucker? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. These motherfuckers have mental issues. They can have psych problems. They could be low income. They could be broke. They could be living in a fucking hut. And guess who they'll give custody to 9 times out of 10? Yes, the baby mama terrorists. I want to give a shout out to Serge Cyrex for the $100 donation. He said, sending my support for the strong and powerful content, also to upgrade the couch. I appreciate you, my brother. Not only that, you know what I got to do. I got to let, my man Clifford Burns speak his piece. Hold on a second. Y'all love hearing Clifford Burns, don't y'all? Shout out to you, my brother, and let Clifford Burns speak his piece.
Christmas Eve, and they're calling my lawyer for 2 payments, telling him there's a warrant going out for his arrest. Where does he live? I got a fucking apartment in the post office box because I don't want people bothering me anymore.
Shout out to you, my brother. I really appreciate it, man. That's what I say, man. Y'all ain't got to change them laws. Somebody gonna take laws to their own hands. Shit. So, even though she's quote unquote, they say mental health issues, taking all these medications, being addicted to them, didn't see no problem with it. She still could have custody. Though McCall's baby mama terrorist, Al Karen mental health had seemingly declined, McCall said. He said he also believed that the marriage had dissolved as well. I felt that if I had more money, I felt that if I had more money, that life would be better, McCall said. So does that mean when she started getting her degrees and start getting that 6 figures and having them licenses? See, now he need to upgrade, and he ain't on the side of her. She's going ahead of him, so she's the head nigga in charge, and I don't need this in my life. Very interested. He said, if I felt that if I had more money, that life would be better. McCall said, well, I wonder if I had spent more time investing in relationships instead of making memories, maybe the marriage wouldn't have dissolved. Don't make excuse for these baby mama terrorists. They did it because they baby mama terrorists. He also said, though it's been nearly 8 years since Al Karen's death, little reminders of her will often come up to McCall. There are times where I get mad at her, McCall said. Some that we thoroughly enjoy together. Some will come up to and remind me of that, and I want to reach out to her and call her and say, hey, you remember, but I can't do that. Though McCall, mental health is very real and can ruin more than relationships, but a person's personality as well. Let's read what this said about whoever Melissa Weiss is. Mr. McCall is a teacher who is passionate about teaching students about our laws and government so they can use their knowledge and strengths to be positive citizens. It is important to him that his students learn how to think for themselves and understand why behind their beliefs and ideas. That's what I'm trying to teach y'all. Think for yourselves and understand why. Let's get back to this. He said, I get upset because of the person who she could have been, McCall said, but mental illness is very real, and I literally watched an extremely brilliant person become so consumed with hate that was caused by her mental illness and addiction to prescription drugs. I don't think she had mental illness. I do agree she was probably, addicted to pain medicine. But no, I don't think it was mental illness. Not at all. That's just my opinion. After the death of his son and ex-wife, there was still a place for comfort. McCall said he had the love and support from of a close group of friends that were a part of the divorce recovery group in the Dallas area. They just rallied around and made sure I wasn't alone, McCall said. We did something all the time. A lot of it focused on laughter. They have been a cane for me to lean on, even to this day. Though from the cold October morning, McCall remains adamant that his son's death has to stand for more. I felt from the very beginning that Eric's death has to stand for something, McCall said, because otherwise it was for nothing. And I can't believe that God Almighty would have allowed that to happen for no reason. Though the horrors had endured, McCall has a message for those struggling, specifically with parent alienation and relationships. Just because the world beats you down doesn't mean you have to stay down and quit. You can't control what happens to you. You can only control how you respond to it, McCall said. That's why I do what I do. I travel and visit and talk to anyone who will stand for long enough about the horrors of this parent alienation. Because what happened to me is happening again and again and again and again to other parents and children. It happens all the time, and I have to do my part to try to put a stop to it. See, that's my thing. This is why it's important to call this shit out, put it out on Front Street, let people know that this is what it is. This is real. You're not alone. It ain't just you. This been happening for a long fucking time. But as long as we keep quiet, don't say nothing, worry about some punk ass judge saying some baby mama terrorist, they will try to shame you to make you be quiet and zip your lip. Now, somebody else said right here in the box, Mr. McCall is an important part of the social studies department. His care for his students and leadership amongst his peers are second to none. So is that it? So yeah, that's it. So this just goes to show that, again, it ain't just black men going through this. It ain't just Hispanic men going through this. It's all men going through this shit. But they're not going to change these laws for you because it's a $60 billion year business. They're not. They're going to change the goddamn thing. And unfortunately, because she had her degree, her license, she had a certification, psychology, got a good old job and shit. They deemed her the most fit, even though he was accused of being a pedophile. He lost a job, and he lost custody, and then she X'd out the son as soon as he actually got custody. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Hey. Let me find the check this out. Is this it? I want y'all to check out this 5-minute video before we go to the next video. This is the father in the courtroom talk to, I guess, I don't know if these are all judges, but he's talking to him about his situation. This was posted years ago. I had found it, where he talks to them to try to spread awareness about parent alienation and what he went through and why they need to change these laws in Texas. So we're going to listen to this man talk. This is the father who lost his son, Eric McCall, due to the Al Caron baby mama terrorists. And I want y'all to hear what these judges or whoever these people, I think they're judges or whatever, because got to say and what he got to say in his response. Check this out.
I was called in by a CPS investigator, and I was judged, tried, and convicted in her mind as being extremely guilty before I even arrived at the Collin County CPS office.
I want y'all to hear it again. His baby mama terrorist wife accused him, and he was looked at as this evildoer, child molester. CPS went along whatever she said, didn't investigate it. He was guilty going there to see them. I want y'all to hear that again.
By a CPS investigator, and I was judged, tried, and convicted in her mind as being extremely guilty before I even arrived at the Collin County CPS office. I tried to explain to her that, again, we had been in a long battle. For 8 months, we had been, my ex-wife and I had been engaged in a highly contentious divorce and custody battle, and that this was a false allegation. Unfortunately, they did not believe me, and I was charged with sexual improprieties with my son. It cost me my teaching, my teaching position, as well as my freedom. I was denied access to my son for over 4 months, despite my attempts to explain and express to CPS that there was a wide variety of brainwashing activities going on by his mother. CPS.
Now, I want you to hear what he said on the end. He said there was a lot of brainwashing going on by his mother. So, in my opinion, it seems to me that she manipulated the son to say, yeah, he touched me. He grabbed me. He molested me. Because he just said that she was a heavy influence on his son. See, this is what these baby mama terrorists would do. They would manipulate that son or daughter to say that you harmed them, you raped them, you molested them, you did all these things except be a good father. You know what I'm saying? Let's hear that again.
That there was a wide variety of brainwashing activities going on by his mother. CPS investigated me for 12 months. It took 3 court trials to be able to finally earn full visitation with my son. Each time, CPS pushed that I would not be allowed to have any visitation with my son in the name of erring on the side of caution. In one particular hearing, the judge even stated that he had heard multiple allegations against me, but yet was never provided any real evidence to support the claims.
How old was your son at the time?
He was 6.
And he was interviewed
by CPS 3 times. I frequently reported to CPS that my ex-wife was brainwashing him, that she was engaged in parental alienation or pathogenic parenting. For 12 months, CPS refused to believe me. She had a bachelor's degree and experience as a police officer. She had a master's degree in clinical psychology. She had a PhD in criminology and taught courses at the University of Texas at Dallas in victimology. Yet none of that made any difference to CPS and their investigation. For 12 months, CPS believed me to be a danger to my son. They only changed their mind when, after a week-long jury trial, the sole custody of my son was awarded to me, and she was stripped of her parental rights.
I want y'all to understand that CPS aid assist baby mama terrorists too. CPS, who mostly are women, will come out there and make you the bad guy and take custody from you. If she say you raped the child, you did it. If she say you got drugs and all this shit around the child, you got it. If she say you beating the child, you did it. Most of these CPS workers are baby mama terrorists that work for the state. They will sit back and lie on you, and they will off the top believe what she says and destroy you as a man and actually keep you away from your child. No physical investigation, no call to 911. Notice I ain't heard him say he was arrested or he was interrogated by the police, but I'm sure well, he didn't say it. So he molested your son, but you didn't call 911. Most of these baby mama terrorists at least call 911 and try to add more fuel to the fire. See, that's why I tell y'all, CPS, these lawyers, these judges, the system, they all work together. They all one of the same. You got a few select few who actually believe in right or wrong, or what's right is right. Unfortunately, the majority is not. It's all about that dollar amount. Keeping that man away so you can have that child support to pay. You can't make this shit up. I want to give a shout out to XL Pro for the $5 cash. He said, couch fund dues. Appreciate you, my brother. I want to give a shout out to DJ Elvis 504. Shout out to you, my brother, for $3 donation. Appreciate you, brother. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Appreciate y'all both. Want to give a shout out to Miss Lee Smith for the $10. And they said, my ex-wife has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, a master in sociology, and a PhD in business administration. She used to work for CPS and used all her training to do the same shit to me. But yet they don't say I'm lying, but they use the shame tactic to shut me up when I speak the truth. I'm glad you spoke your piece and told the truth that your baby mama Tez did the same shit, got the same amount of degrees, and worked for the same state to sabotage you as well. You can't make this shit up. Shout out to Lee Smith once again. I told y'all the worst baby mama Tez is the one with degrees. They are the worst. But let's continue.
And after that, she was allowed to go home, and she shot my son, and then shot herself. Only then did CPS begin to believe that maybe she, not I, might have been the problem.
Oh, wow.
I asked. No,
hey, I want y'all see now. You heard what he said? Now that she shot my son, now they believe that maybe she was the problem after all. Let me let Reverend X speak on that.
You fucking income fucking poop.
Lee Smith said, by the way, the DVPO was dismissed. Thank God. That means, I believe that means domestic violence. What's the PO? What's the, I know the O is for order. What is the DVPO stand for, bro? I don't want to assume. Because we just call it DV here. Let me know. Let us know what DVPO is. Protection order. Yep, domestic violence protection order. Okay. Shout out to Lee Smith. Put the ones in for Lee Smith, man. He survived one of the battles because the war ain't ended till after the child support shit is over with. I want you to hear what he said.
After that, she was allowed to go home, and she shot my son, and then shot herself. Only then did CPS begin to believe that maybe she, not I, might have been the problem.
CPS said, I believe that she was really the cause of the problem. It's too late, motherfucker. I just lost my son. Now you see that maybe we was wrong. You just cannot make this shit up. This way, and that's what I'm saying. See, don't nobody be hurt in this situation except him and his family, especially him. See, everybody else like, oh, we fucked up. Gone back to work, swipe out, and go back to home and go to their kids and do the bullshit they do. Come back home, and then go to work the next day and do the same bullshit to the next father. These judges, people be like, how can they sleep at night? They sleep like kings. They sleep like queens. Hey, it's just business. It is what it is. Nothing personal. It is what it is.
I asked, no, I begged that a CPS is looking to reevaluate how they are taught, to include the role that they can play in highly contentious child custody battles, how that she was able to manipulate them to believing her and not seeing the true evidence that many other medical professionals did see.
Most of these CPS workers are baby mama terrorists also. They baby mama terrorists who chose single motherism. They are feminists and they hate man. So the laws is not going to change that because they bringing in the money. They bringing in the revenue for government daddy. They aid assist government daddy. They assist these baby mama terrorists. You can ask them and tell them to do this. They're not going to do a goddamn thing. CPS workers don't make that much money. They understaffed, they work hard, but I'm just saying they work hard, but they don't do their jobs. So they not finna change a goddamn thing. Even here in Illinois, they talk about how they understaffed and how they not getting paid enough, but that's what you got your degree in. So what the fuck? They all, yeah, they cop killer, shout out to you. They all devil's son-in-laws. The state don't give a damn. The county don't give a fuck. It ain't my problem, but let's continue.
Parental alienation, pathogenic parenting, hostile aggressive parenting, whatever you might want to call it, is real, and CPS plays a big role in the front lines of protecting children. Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Very sorry to hear your story and your loss of your son. Very sorry to hear that. Just so I understand maybe the context within which to receive your testimony, is it your opinion that your experience was, unique or somehow really the result of a overly aggressive office or the policy of the office in your backyard, or do you think it's more systematic within CPS? I mean, are you testifying today, and is it your opinion that there's a agency problem, or is it a problem maybe with a rogue caseworker or somebody that's overly aggressive? I mean, I'm just trying to understand what your
Yes, sir.
point is.
5 years ago, I would have said, yes, it was a unique situation. Since then, I have discovered that no, this is a systematic problem, that it is, as I have talked with people all over the state, they frequently, CPS is called, they do not understand the issues that are associated with parental alienation.
Let me explain something to you, men and women. CPS understand everything that you tell them. Do not believe that these legislators, don't believe that these judges, don't believe that these politicians, don't believe what these Democrats or Republicans tell you. Don't believe what CPS tell you. They know exactly what alienation is. They know exactly these false allegations. This shit is all on the fucking news, all on social media. It's been going on for a very long time. They know exactly what the fuck they doing. And it is systematic. And it's not just CPS. You got the fucking courts, you got the state, and you even got the federal government that goes along with this shit. This is a business that's been going on for a very long time. We have to stop saying that these motherfuckers don't know no better. They lacking knowledge. They know it because most of them are doing the same shit to their ex-husbands and ex-boyfriends and baby daddies. So we need to stop this. They don't know. Oh, they know. They know. They know. We got to stop talking that they don't know no better. They know better. They doing their job. It's all about money. It's all about taking them kids away, putting them in the ward of the state. It's not about they don't know. They know. Their job is to bring business, and taking that child is a business. That's why a lot of them in human trafficking now when they up in the state. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of them are still going to jail. Every year you see about some judge that was involved in sex trafficking, some sheriff, some social worker, and a lawyer and all that shit behind the scenes. Taking the child from both parents or taking the child from the father especially. You know what I'm saying? They know. Shout out to Lee Smith again for the $10 donation. He says, law enforcement and social work attracts the male-female version of this same person, usually someone who wants to make a difference has a hero/savior complex and likes having power over people. And they have power over people. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. That's power. They could come in there and just take your kid and stain your name and lock your ass up or have you alienated and assist this baby mama tears for you being a father. Come on, man. Shout out to you, brother. So that's why I say again, they know. They all know. The motherfuckers sitting right there, they know too. Of course, they're gonna play stupid and say, well, is it this? Is it that? What do you think? Ain't gonna change the goddamn thing. That's why I'm telling y'all, see things for what it is, change the laws of your mind, and move differently. Walk away from these types, these baby mama tears, these civic force, these laws. Stay away from motherfuckers. Pay your child support, going about your business. Because they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you boycotting. They don't give a fuck about you spreading awareness. They don't give a fuck about none of that because you're not going to stop the regime. So when somebody tell you or tell me that, oh, you trying to get rid of child support, bitch, I ain't trying to get rid of motherfucking thing. Don't put that in my motherfucking mouth because I ain't never seen no shit like that. Who the fuck am I? If the white man can't get rid of child support, what much you think my ass from Cottage Grove gonna do when it comes to getting rid of child support? But what I can do is spread awareness and let people start to see and say, fuck this shit. Let me move on about my business and start my life over. Let me go ahead and get a vasectomy. Let me go ahead and hey, I ain't even gonna fuck these motherfuckers. Let me go ahead and go to a country that will accept me as a man and I'm allowed to be the head. See, let me go ahead and just, vet better. Let me go ahead and just go out of state or go out of the country, just start over. Let me go and start my own business. Let me go in a whole nother direction. Let me cut my piece of shit mother off that's been lying to me for all these years. See, that I can try to put in y'all heads. Keep my veins on ice cold because motherfuckers trying to sabotage me. And I know if I fall for it, I'm going down that rabbit hole. So that I can do. So let's finish what he had to say at the end.
The signs, the symptoms, and frequently jump to the wrong conclusion and do not want to fully appreciate that there might be a lot more going on than that they were willing to understand. And again, a lack of understanding, a lack of education, training and exposure to the symptoms, the signs, the causes of parental alienation.
Like I said, they know exactly what it is. Shout out to our duo for the $5 donation. He says, my baby mama Ted simping for us and got killed, and then she tried to give me a brainwashed child, and I said, I'll pass. Hashtag walk away gang. So you telling me that the simping forcer was the new daddy? You alienated, fuck you, and you manipulated the child, and he get killed for whatever happened, whatever reason, and the child's brainwashed, and now you want him to be, she wants you to be daddy now that the simping forcer left, and he's fucked up. The child's fucked up, disrespecting her, probably doing what he want to do, and now she wants you to go ahead and reset his mind. You can't make this shit up. Let me do the Reverend X.
You fucking income fucking poop.
And Abdul said exactly. I have to give you I just got a weird text message, but I'm not gonna say it out loud. But if I find out it's true, I will announce it. I don't want to say it if it's not true and put out no he say, she say rumor, because people do lie. But somebody just text me some shit about somebody died, but I don't know if it's true. They asked me if I heard about it. I said, nope. So I'm not going to say, but they said somebody passed away. But I don't know if it's true yet, so I don't want to say the name because, people do like to make up rumors and shit. So If I find out it's true while I'm doing this, I'll let you know who it is. Oh, Abdul said it. Is it true? Is it true? Yeah, that's why somebody just texted me that. Is it true? I don't know. I ain't heard nothing about it. I don't know. I've been doing other things. I ain't been on no. I've been on the couch. I don't know nothing. Okay, well, I mean, I hope not. I don't wish death on him. I don't know. I hope not. Nope, I hope not. Yes, people saying I heard. You know, people will make up lies and say the shit, and then it ain't even like that. You know what I'm saying? So I hope not. If it is, if it is prayers, but I don't believe it until, you know what I'm saying, something like that. I'm sure it'll be all over on social media, news, and everything. I don't believe that. I ain't gonna believe that until, you know what I'm saying, some major outlet. Yeah, that's what they saying. But Abdul, I do not blame you. You cannot bring me my son at 16, 17, 18, 15, 13, and they out here telling you go suck dick and doing drive-bys and stealing and robbing and doing all this shit because your whole ass nigga died or got murdered, probably trying to protect your funky ass, and you want me to come say today. Nope. Shout out to Abdul. Mr. DG say, baby mama Tess, try that with me. Nope. Walmart. Abdul says it's on Google. That's why I say, man, but it gotta be for me to believe that. Yeah, Google ain't always true either, man. When it comes to Google, they write out sometimes, but you gotta really do your due diligence with that, man. I'll tell you this though. They say cardiac arrest. Hey, look, check this out. If this is true, if this is true, then you know how many baby mama terrorists and Al Quisha's out while Melnice's gonna be singing and dancing and flipping and all that shit. They gonna feel they won. So I do hope it's a hoax. I don't want to see them bitches celebrate a goddamn thing that's true. Fuck them. So I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true. But I don't want to talk about that, man, because I don't know. So I don't know. I don't want to talk about that, man. So yeah, that's what I say. I don't believe that I don't believe that. I ain't believing that shit until it really come out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fuck that shit. But y'all saw the situation with this father. He had custody. He was going there to get his son, and she offed him, and she committed suicide. It's a lot of stories where the mother killed the kid because the dad got custody, or the dad was awarded equal parenting time, and all that shit. You know what I mean? You want? Let me tell. I'm gonna read this one right quick. Then we gonna go to the next. Let me show you how piece of shit these baby mama terrorists are. Foreign Al Karen. So that's what I say. You can't make these shit up with these baby mama terrorists. These Al Karen, especially. Check this out. You won't believe this shit. Matter of fact, wait a minute. We're gonna put. I'm gonna let you see the new. I'm not even gonna read it. Shout out to Dark Knight for the $10 donation. Appreciate you, my brother. This one, that's what I say. It looks fake to me, so that's what I say. I ain't going. Shout out to you, brother. Check this out. I want y'all. This happened April the 6th, 2022. Wisconsin woman accused of strangling one son, trying to drown another. Check this out. I'm going to read this. Wisconsin woman with Russian heritage strangled son while amped up over Ukraine war, officials said. Natasha Alexandrovna Hitchcock, 41, is charged in the death of her 8-year-old son, Oliver, officials said. So because of the Russian and Ukraine war, she killed her son and tried to attempt to kill the other. Let's watch this right quick.
State of Wisconsin versus Natalia Hitchcock.
Natalia Hitchcock walked into the Sheboygan County Court Tuesday charged with killing her 8-year-old son and attempting to kill her 11-year-old son. At times, it was emotional as Hitchcock turned back
To raise the issue of competency. I have reason.
and spoke directly to her husband of 15 years.
So this baby mama terrorist killed, that she was married, she killed their son and tried to kill the other. And she said, I told you we need to leave the apartment. I told you, it ain't just the Al Watermelon niches. I don't want y'all thinking that. You know what I'm saying?
Competency. I have reason.
And spoke directly to her husband of 15 years. His brother tried to comfort him. Investigators say Hitchcock strangled and killed her son Oliver and tried to drown her other son.
We're talking about crimes of absolute violence. She's also committed these crimes as alleged against her 2 children.
According to a criminal complaint, Hitchcock's husband told police his mother-in-law lives in Russia and that he worried about Hitchcock's mental state as she watched coverage of the war between Russia and Ukraine. The complaint states the day before Oliver was hurt, Hitchcock's older son said she tried to hold him down underwater in the bathtub. Law enforcement noted that Hitchcock told them she had not been sleeping well for several days and began to have thoughts the Russian government was going to take her children and abuse them, and that her husband was trying to sell her and the boys to the dark web.
You can't make this shit up. So she decided she was going to X out her children because she had thoughts that the Russian government was going to take her children back and abuse them. And she believed that the husband was trying to sell her boys and her on the dark web. These baby mama terrorists find any excuse to destroy the child to hurt the father. You can't make this shit up. So she is from Russia. Her mother's in or Ukraine or whatever. She's out there. Her mama's out there. And he I believe he's American because the last name is Hitchcock. And she killed her children so they don't be on the dark web. Okay. But I'm the dumb nigga off Cottage Grove.
There is an issue of competency in this case. Prior to this incident, the defendant had no prior record at all of criminal justice.
Hitchcock said a few words to her husband as she was escorted out.
Can I have the complaint on that?
A nurse told officers Hitchcock had a critical amount of Tylenol in her system. Hitchcock's husband said she wasn't diagnosed with any mental health disorders and didn't take drugs or medications, but he noticed she had been drinking vodka recently. Hitchcock's next court date will focus on if she needs to be evaluated for competency.
Ain't nothing wrong with that motherfucker. She wasn't taking no drugs. She wasn't having no issues. She started being a drunk. And you know that's a disease too. Being an alcoholic and indulging shit. Shout out Jupiter. Jupiter said, are we talking about the Vietnam woman killing her children to hurt her husband in Texas? We talked about that. We talked about that earlier. We already talked about what you could do. You can back the video up. We talked about that in the beginning. She don't need to be evaluated. She need to be eliminated. Yeah, Al Natasha. This happened in April. This just happened. So now, yeah, mail order BMT. So now this motherfucker killed her kids because she's worried about the Russian government coming to get her. That was just a quick one. I just wanted y'all to see that. Look at this demon. Look at that demon. Demon. And then gonna try to pretend like she hurt and crying and shit. Demon. Look at her. Demon. Devil's son-in-law. Shit. Devil's son-in-law. That's what I'm saying. It ain't just these Al Walla Nisha. These, nah. I'll be allowed to say some shit like that. I ain't never said no shit like that, actually. Now we gotta get to the last one. Get to the last one. This right here. They all worse. They all worse. But this right here, wait a minute.
Why aren't you the landlord?
No, this ain't the one. Lolita sent me this. This the one. Lolita sent me the dead woman that melted in the couch, soaked in urine, feces, and covered in maggots. Shout out to Lee Smith for the $2 donation. She said, had she killed a dog, there'll be more outrage. Facts. Shake my head. Facts. Yes. If she would have killed a dog, she'd have been hung right then and there. You can't make this shit up. Shout out to Lee Smith, man. Can you imagine a child? Well, you know what? She was grown, but she had the mental of a child. They left her there in the couch so long that she melted in the couch. Full of shit, maggots, and urine. K-Dot say the modern woman are like animals. They are animals. They are animals. That ain't no questions. No questions.
And welcome back.
I like listen, dude, he
and welcome back.
He be on some sucker shit sometime, but he Isaiah what's his name? Isaiah was it Factor? Yeah, Isaiah Factor uncensored. He Fox 26
and
whatever city he in, but the woman was found dead, melted into a couch. And I feel kind of salty because I sleep on the couch. I'm couch ganging and shit, but I ain't never melted in a motherfucker. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. DJ Elvis, I got your email. I'm just saying I sleep on the couch, but I don't sleep on it that long. Sugar T said, great podcast, Mr. Palm. Appreciate you. Hope you subscribe. We got to do this last one before I take my ass back on the couch, though. Shout out to Abdul for the $3 donation. He said something towards the new couch. I appreciate it. Isaiah Factor Uncensored said it best. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they ruined a great couch. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see. It's an article. I'm gonna read the article, but I want to play the video. It's 2 minutes. This is crazy, and I ain't gonna lie. Not only is this the baby mama terrorist, but this also the baby daddy terrorist. You have a few baby daddy terrorists. You know what I'm saying? And both of them neglected their child. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about this right quick.
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Now, this is simply unbelievable and straight out disgusting. A woman in Louisiana, close to my hometown, might have suffered the worst case of negligence you've ever seen before. Let me just tell you, there's some real graphic images ahead, so prepare yourself. This is so nuts, we just have to call this one a case of crazy-ass criminals.
If you can't count on your damn parents, just who can you count on? Sheila and Clay Fletcher have both been indicted in the death.
Oh, yes. This is the Al Karen, and this is the Al Brad Semp Enforcer. So, yes, this whole segment didn't have nothing to do with Al Wilder Melnisha. So, like I said, you send me the shit, I'm gonna put it out there. You know what I'm saying? So this is the parents. Now, this is not the picture in today. This is an old picture. They older than that. You know what I'm saying? Chris Jess said they both had autism. Damn, that's fucked up. Let's continue.
Death of their daughter in Louisiana. They're being accused of allowing 36-year-old Lacey Fletcher to waste away and eventually melt into a damn sofa.
Look at this shit right here. Can y'all look at this? Look at this. The couch. Look at this shit. Yeah, Mr. Vincent White brother. Yeah. Look at this though. Piss shit. Look at that. That's the couch. How can y'all have a couch in your house looking like that? I just want to know. I just want to know how. These motherfuckers are the nastiest motherfuckers on the planet. How? What was they doing? I hope they weren't living in a house still. I hope they went somewhere else. Nasty and trifling. Nasty motherfuckers.
Shit.
Kevin says it's not a couch, it's a septic tank. Shout out to Abdul for the $3. They say Mr. Palmer is fair and balanced. # real men. Right. Yeah, that's shit, y'all. That's not mud. That is piss stain. That is shit stain. I don't know what a magazine is, but they say it's magazine that too. She melted in the couch. And you see how deep it's going, that motherfucker? Shit. Shout out to Abdul. Hey, you don't fair. I ain't biased. I ain't none of you whores. I ain't none of you judges and shit in these counties and shit. The fuck I look like? No, I'm not you. How can I tell us that this system need to be stop being gender biased and I'm being biased? The fuck that'd be stupid. Wow. But look at this shit. Yeah, I'm salty. How do you disrespect the couch like that? See, you don't know. We don't know. We couch gang up here. We don't disrespect our couch. We don't fuck up our couch. I can't even imagine how that shit smell. And this the woman that was left there, 36 years old. They live in near New Orleans or near in Louisiana. This shit is fucked up. They let her rot to death. They must be getting a check or something. Yeah, it's bogus. But let's continue. I just want y'all to see our one line. I told you these baby mama terrorists, these baby daddy terrorists. Like I said, there's only a few of those. But when we looked at the stats in 2020, the stats when it comes to both parents abuse, child abuse was 120,000. 122,000 to be precise. Let's continue though.
To waste away and eventually melt into a damn sofa, literally. Lacey, who lived with her parents in Slaughter just outside of Baton Rouge, was found dead, partially nude and sitting upright, while also being submerged in a hole in a couch, covered from head to toe.
So she was found dead, partially nude, and sitting upright while being submerged in the couch. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. Look at this shit. Let me let Denzel speak for Malcolm X for you motherfuckers that actually thought it was just the Al Keisha, Al Wilder Melnisha, baby mama terrorist.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Yeah, you got the reporter cursing. Hey, fam. Hey, look at it. Look at this shit. Look at this. That's not mud. That's not dirt. That's shit. Piss. Woo. No. Damn. Like somebody left it. Yeah, like somebody left it over there at Sanford & Son Empire. You know what I'm saying?
In urine, feces, and insect bites. The poor woman had bed sores that went down to the bone. Her body was found with live bugs and rodent excrement on it. A grand jury handed down the indictment in the murder of the 36-year-old who weighed less than 100 pounds.
Wait a minute. Look at the house, though. Look at the house. That house don't like no crack house. That house don't. Hey, let me back up. I want you to see the house clearly. That house don't look like no piece of shit ass house. The house don't look like no Section 8 house. Yeah, like some Freddy Krueger shit. Look at that. 2 cars in there. Nice house. I wouldn't live in that motherfucker. But it's a nice house. Look clean. Backyard, nice as shit. See, this is why I try to tell. Yeah, nice house. This is why I try to tell y'all when it comes to these Al Karen baby mama terrorists, the difference between an Al Karen and Al Walla Malnisha. See, Al Karen gonna make shit look sparkling, nice, clean, pure, innocent, and godly. Whereas these baby mama terrorists, they don't give a fuck. As long as they get their attention, good attention, bad attention, it all equals to attention. So that's why everybody said, hey, how's your daughter? Oh, she's doing fine. Okay, have a good day. So you call the police on them and say, I believe some bullshit going on. They'll go to that door, especially if it's a white cop. They'll go to that door. Hey, we said there's some issues with your daughter. Oh, ain't nothing fine. She sleeps. She mind her business. He'll say, okay, no problem. You have a good day, ma'am. And sorry for bothering you. And get the fuck on out of there. That's how much government daddies are suckers for these Al Karens. They won't even go check it out. They'll say, sorry for bothering you. You see what I'm saying? See, they not going to do all that they'll do to us. So they're kicking our door. Even though we open the door, they're kicking the door anyway. See? Look at this. You wouldn't have thought there was no motherfucker laying there sitting up with shit, piss, maggots, and bugs and bed sores to the bone. But let's continue.
Jury handed down the indictment in the murder of the 36-year-old who weighed less than 100 pounds. We simply can't make this kind of nasty ass up. Who are these people? Who are these damn parents? Meanwhile, we're told Laci may have sat in her own filth for about 12 years, according to the coroner.
Whoa. The coroner say that this 36-year-old was possibly sitting up there for 12 years. So if she's 36 now, when they found her, she was 24 years old.
You fucking income fucking poop.
I ain't got no soundbite for that though. I really don't. Yes, I do.
I'm not being ignorant.
Oh, that's some ignorant ass shit. Kevin said, I just fell out. See, listen, this is what another reason I want y'all to understand that these baby mama terrorists are real. So yeah, she must be getting some type of disability check, some type of something, some grant or something. Look at this. Even the news reporter cussing his ass off. I'll go mainstream and work for them if they let me curse and shit. I would definitely go work for Fox 26 because Jay didn't want me to talk. They'll be bleeping about every motherfucking thing out. But he telling the truth. This is pure evil. These are devils. These are low-life ass motherfuckers. So when y'all talk about these Al Walla Malnishas, you might have to look around and say, shit, I mean, outside of them, they do they shit. But this right here, Sugar Bone said, I clutch my pearls. Let's continue though.
Coroner. She was found covered
12 years.
Own filth for about 12 years, according to the coroner. She was found covered in maggots. Investigators say she died of acute medical neglect dating back to at least 2010. The coroner's office said the parents were on a weekend trip when Laci died. They reportedly claimed—
Wait a minute. So 2010 is 2022? Golly. Let's see. I want to know when she passed away.
2010. The coroner's office said the parents were on a weekend trip when Laci died. They reportedly claimed she had extreme social anxiety and autism. Laci also suffered from locked-in syndrome, a rare neurological disorder characterized by complete paralysis of voluntary muscles except for the eyes. Just so damn sad. But now it's time to lock these bastards up.
So they ain't saying when she died, but she died. See, I told you that this day picture now. These motherfuckers. So you telling me that you couldn't take them to the ward of the state? You couldn't let the state take it over or put her in a home, stuff like that? See, yeah, I agree. They ain't say nothing about it, but it seemed like that they was getting a check. And they out of time while she laying down there deceased and fucking up the house and the couch and everything else. And they talk about, like, hey, she had this, she had that, and they didn't explain why they left her there, and they asked for nobody to help or no type of one-on-one a nurse, you know what I'm saying, a CNA come visit or something. That's some shit, man. Yes, cruelty, torture, yeah. They wouldn't do that to a dog, but they'll do it to their own child. You can't make this shit up.
Muscles except for the eyes. Just so damn sad. But now it's time to lock these bastards up.
Throw the book at them. A trial date has yet to be set in this case. Of course, they were just indicted this week. Now, if convicted, both parents could be sentenced to life in prison, which would be a short sentence for these bastards.
Hey, I like him. Shit. I like that. He calling it out to the teeth, man. That's some shit. Hey, clip. Hey, you say, Alex say clip that. Clip what? Clip which one? Lock up these bastards. How the fuck you melting a goddamn couch? That's crazy. Oh, lock up these bastards. Yeah, I'll use that. That shit sound good. Yeah, that's some crazy ass. Let me see if I can let me see if there's an article on this. I want to see the news talk about that. He news, but I want to see what the news gotta say. Woman left on the couch. 12 years. A day ago, CBS 42, dude. Let's see. I don't see no, let's see. 17 seconds. Look like they found this out a week ago. This is new too. Shit. Shout out to I do it for the $3 donation. Said, damn, you cooking tonight. Salute, my guy. Hey, man, I ain't playing. I'm gonna let my man speak for that.
Truthfully, what it is.
Truthfully, what the fuck it is. Shout out to you, brother. I think I got some. I want to see what they say. Cause this a week ago. Let's see what they gotta say. Got it here. Make this bigger. Yeah, let's see what they gotta say.
Listen up, everybody out there trying to find a game to play when you're bored. I got the perfect game to play, and it's an RPG with different game modes galore. I'm talking.
Fuck out of here. I ain't gonna lie though. He sound like Twister. I ain't gonna lie. Dude sound like Twister. Let me see. Skip the ad. What's the sound at? Okay.
More about a gruesome death in East Feliciana Parish. A 36-year-old woman found dead in January after wasting away on a couch, possibly for years. Now, investigators say Lacey Fletcher was disabled and in the care of her parents. Those were Sheila and Clay Fletcher. Her mother works as an assistant to the city prosecutor in Zachary and is now on administrative leave.
Her father was president of the Baton Rouge Civil War Roundtable. The program director says he resigned yesterday. The family's attorney releasing a statement saying, quote, they don't want to relive the pain of losing a child through the media. They have been through a lot of heartache over the years, and anyone.
We're learning more about a gruesome death in East Feliciana Parish. A 36-year-old woman found dead in.
Let's see. Let's see that again. They said what? I said wait a minute.
We're learning more about a gruesome death in East Feliciana Parish. A 36-year-old woman found dead in January after wasting away on a couch, possibly for years. Now, investigators say Lacey Fletcher was disabled and in the care of her parents. Those were Sheila and Clay Fletcher. Her mother works as an assistant to the city prosecutor in Zachary and is now on administrative leave.
Her father was president of the.
Whoa, so they had some money. You can't make this shit up. Wait a minute, I want y'all to hear that real good. That's what I say, man. Black cameras. Hey, man. Hey, that's what I'm saying, man. It ain't always the broke link card having welfare, WIC, Section 8 living motherfuckers. You got these outcasts that got bread and these Brads and Chads and all these civic forces.
We're learning more about a gruesome death in East Feliciana Parish. A 36-year-old woman found dead in January after wasting away on a couch, possibly for years. Now, investigators say Lacey Fletcher was disabled and in the care of her parents. Those were Sheila and Clay Fletcher. Her mother works as an assistant to the city prosecutor in Zachary and is now on administrative leave.
Her father was president of the Baton Rouge Civil War Roundtable. The program director says he resigned yesterday. The family's attorney releasing a statement saying, quote, they don't want to relive the pain of losing a child through the media. They have been through a lot of heartache over the years, and anyone who had lost a child knows what it's like, end quote.
Nah, nigga.
What it's like.
Oh, see, when I pause, it won't let it stay up. But you heard what these motherfuckers said? They said they've been through it hard, and anybody that lost a child, you know how it is. You understand. So you telling me that you let your child sit on the couch and rot for 12 you let them sit there for 12 years, but you know, so the child died. Well, I keep saying child, but it was an adult. But their child died in January of this year. You had them sit on the couch, sitting up for 12 years, and you saying that we should know your pain because the hurt of them losing their child.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
You cannot compare a person losing their child versus you, quote unquote, losing your child. The fuck out of here. I gotta play that part one more time, though. I want y'all to see this shit, because you can't make this shit up.
President of the Baton Rouge Civil War Roundtable. The program director says he resigned yesterday. The family's attorney releasing a statement saying, quote, they don't want to relive the pain of losing a child through the media. They have been through a lot of heartache over the years, and anyone who had lost a child knows what it's like, end quote.
But y'all went on vacations and went out and lived your life while you let the body sit there you let her sit there for 4 months as far as dead, but you let that child of yours sit there for 12 fucking years, and you say that you hurt and in pain. And yes, they would look like they was out on bail. You cannot make this shit up. Yeah, of course they got the skin tone for the protection. We know that.
Coroner reports her body showed signs of
Oh, wait a minute. Did they continue? Wait a minute. I think they continue it on.
What it's like, end
I
quote.
think they continue
Now, the
it on.
coroner report.
No, they don't. Okay, that's where it ended. Ain't that a bitch?
Reports.
Make up your mind. Y'all gonna show it or not? Ain't that a bitch? That's some shit right there.
Severe neglect and is ruling her
Oh, it's not. For some reason, it won't let me.
death a homicide. Neighbors and friends say that they never even knew that they had a daughter. The district attorney says that they haven't been taken into custody because they're not considered a flight risk. The DA says he is asking a grand jury to bring second-degree murder charges against both parents.
Did y'all hear that shit? Let me try to play it again.
Lost a child knows what it's like, end quote.
Now, the coroner reports her body showed signs of severe neglect and is ruling her death a homicide. Neighbors and friends say that they never even knew that they had a daughter. The district attorney says that they haven't been taken into custody because they're not considered a flight risk. The DA says he is asking a grand jury to bring second-degree murder charges against both parents.
So the neighbors said they didn't know they had a daughter, but they love their daughter. They so hurt about their daughter. And also, they did not arrest them because they're not considered a flight risk. You can't make this shit up. Now, we all know, we're not stupid. We already know why they was not arrested, because they got, what is that? They have the complexion for the protection. You can't make this shit up. You call me a liar, you call me whatever the fuck you want, motherfucker. But we already know why. Cause let somebody else do some shit like that, I guarantee you, that motherfucker be locked up in a mental home or somewhere. You would not be outside talking about, hey, how you doing, sir? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Obviously what that was. I got one more video show of that. That was like a week ago. This is 3 days ago, where the grand jury indicts parents after disabled daughter left to die. Clay Fletcher and Sheila Fletcher. That's their name. Clay Fletcher and Sheila Fletcher. The daughter is Ellen Fletcher, 36. And when they found her deceased, she only weighed 96 pounds. Where's the video? I know it's a video. I don't see no video. They ain't got no video. Fuck. Thought it was a video. I think there's one more video. Sad. Yep, privilege.
Every member of the Anti-Pest team is committed to a
Yeah, that shit real. Privilege is real. Here go the last one, man, before I get on the couch, man. This ain't no motherfucking joke.
We're here along with Elizabeth Val. We're going to start off with a disturbing case out of East Feliciana Parish.
A grand jury will now decide whether or not to charge the parents of a 36-year-old disabled woman who was found dead, lying in filthy conditions. In fact, the coroner called it the worst case of neglect he's ever seen. A warning, these are graphic. Let's start with our Lister Due.
Yeah, guys, East Feliciana Parish Coroner Dr. Yul Bickham tells me after examining the scene where Lacey Fletcher died, it was so bad he cried. Now a grand jury will decide whether her parents should face charges.
This was tough. This was tough.
Wait a
That's
minute.
how East Felicia.
Wait a minute. They gotta see whether or not they face charges. Don't they got to charge for leaving a corpse in the house? It's a charge where if you leave the corpse in the house, they charge you. I know it was a baby mama terrorist back in the day who left a mother dead for years so she could keep getting her Social Security. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's true about KS, man. I don't think it is. But it says something about they got to decide if they want to press charges.
Greg Merriweather here along with Elizabeth Val. We're going to start off with a disturbing case out of East Feliciana Parish.
A grand jury will now decide whether or not to charge the parents of a 36-year-old disabled woman who was found dead, lying in filthy conditions. In fact, the coroner called it the worst case of neglect he's ever seen. A warning for you, some of the details in this case are graphic. Let's start with our Lister Due.
Yeah, guys, East Feliciana Parish Coroner Dr. Yul Bickham tells me after examining the scene where Lacey Fletcher died, it was so bad he cried. Now a grand jury will decide whether her parents should face charges.
This was tough. This was tough.
That's how East Feliciana Parish Coroner Dr. Yul Bickham described what he saw on January 3rd inside this home on Tom Drive in Slaughter, right off of Highway 412.
Slaughter.
Hey, they got the right street. Slaughter.
Inside this home on Tom Drive in Slaughter, right off of Highway 412.
Slaughter first responders, fire department, sheriff's deputies showed up on scene like within 30 seconds. They deemed that it was obviously a deceased individual. So they called me.
36-year-old Lacey Fletcher, who we're told suffered from a disability, was not breathing. The coroner says her body was found here on this old sofa.
When I first walked in the house, it smelled of feces, fecal material, however you want to put that politely. It stunk. When I got to the body, the individual was basically sitting in a hole filled with liquid stool and urine.
Dr. Bickham called deputies with the East Feliciana Parish Sheriff's Office to process the scene and start an investigation, thinking something potentially criminal had happened here.
After we processed the scene, I was able to place her body in a black body bag, and I took it down to Jefferson Parish for autopsy.
He and investigators at the Jefferson Parish Forensic Center ruled Fletcher's death as a homicide. They believe she died as a result of at least a decade of medical neglect.
It's the worst form of medical neglect I've ever seen. I mean, I don't know any other adjectives or adverbs to add to that.
The autopsy report was released in early March. Days later, we're told 20th Judicial District Attorney Samuel D'Aquila decided to bring the case to a grand jury, who will decide if the parents should be charged for their daughter's death.
I've never seen anything like this that literally turned my stomach as bad as it did. It got me to be emotional, and I'm a pretty strong person.
Now, I'm told by District Attorney Samuel D'Aquila that the grand jury will decide on Monday whether or not to charge Lacey Fletcher's parents, and one of those charges includes potentially second-degree murder. Guys, back to you.
All right, Lester Dewey for us tonight. Thank you.
Tough one there.
The fuck it. They got it, man. Ain't no questions, man. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't that a bitch? 12 years. 12 long years. And they said, you got to understand what we going through. We lost our child. But you did not take care of that child. You did not protect that child. You did not give the child what it need, what she needed. But yet you were so hurt about your child going out of town and shit. You can't make this shit up. See, this is how sick these baby mama tears Al Karens is, and these Al Chung Lees and these Al Brad, Chad, and all the rest of them motherfuckers. Baby daddy terrorists and simp enforcement. They out here. The difference is they're gonna keep it on a hush hush. They're gonna make everything look good on the outside. It's like a lot of these baby mama terrorists. They make it look good on the outside, so you don't worry what go on the inside. That's why a lot of these baby mama terrorists are looked at as, nah, she wouldn't do nothing like that. She's a nurse. She's a doctor. She's She's a lawyer. She worked for the Department of Human Services. She got a master's degree. She got a doctorate. She has a PhD. She made $300,000 a year. She's the pillar of our community and all this shit. But then behind closed doors, you wonder why her son is a lazy bum that don't want to do shit, don't know how to do shit, and won't even be a man. And be an alphabet, even be an alphabet. So this is what I'm saying. They are wolves in sheep's clothing. Cows grave diggers, huh? Yeah. See, so, you know, I just want y'all to understand that these baby mama tears come in all colors. They come in all forms. They in all different areas. They got money. They can be high value, whatever. You cannot assume just off a motherfucker lifestyle or area, what they do, you know what I'm saying, the job. They all one the same. You seen one hoe, you done seen them all. I appreciate y'all tuning in today. The K-Dot said, according to black women, Brad can do no wrong. Well, hey, that's them. We know differently. So I don't care what they say. Stevie Story said, without question, that's murder, dirty dogs. Those parents are what you call grown bastards. That's what they are. Yeah, 100%. Yep. Two-face ass. You can't make this shit up. You see that couch? You cannot make this shit up. But they tell you that nothing like this happens. So when motherfuckers come on and try to tell me or assume that, oh, he think he gonna get rid of child support. He ain't getting rid of shit. Yeah, shit. Child support is gonna be here forever. I ain't never said that goof ass shit, bitch. Child support ain't going nowhere. Child support is not gonna change. They're not gonna change. They might do a little thing here and there, but they ain't enough for the masses. That's just for that one motherfucker or that second motherfucker. That's why it's only 17.5% of men who get custody of our children in United States of America. So it is what it is. These baby mama tears don't care. Government daddy don't care. These social workers damn sure don't care. CPS don't care. Our society don't care. These our Watermelon niches, these our Karens, these our Zang, Chang, and the rest of the gang, they don't care. Don't nobody care. The ones who do care looked at as deadbeats, low lights, bums, male supremacists, anti-black woman, anti-woman. We hate ourselves and your mama black. So, I mean, hey, that's what I'm saying. Evil is good here in this world. Evil is on top right now. Evil rules our country. It's all about money. It's all about greed. I wish y'all just see things for what it is. That's what I tell y'all. Change the laws of y'all mind. Keep your veins on ice cold. Even y'all women too. And move around. Shout out to Don Sapansky for the $1.99. Appreciate you as always, my brother. So yeah. Yoga say Will Smith just filed for divorce. I don't believe that shit. let me look that up right quick. Because if he did, I will be talking about that as breaking news tomorrow. Let me see. Will Smith has filed. Wait, hold on. As soon as before I can finish, it said for divorce. I don't see it. It say rumors. OG say it's true. I looked that up about KS, but the people, the site that's saying it ain't legit. I never heard of them, so I don't believe it. And somebody said that Dennis Sperling talk about saying it ain't true. I don't know. We'll see. If you go live tonight or tomorrow, then you'll know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how true this one is. It's from some Kamoicon.com. I don't know. Yeah, if it ain't on TMZ, I ain't having. I ain't. Because remember, he said he ain't divorcing her regardless. They said they saluted each other and said, salute to bad. Yoga say TMZ. Send me the link, bro. Send me the link that is on TMZ. Let me type it in. Let me see if I TMZ. Will Simp. Files divorce. I don't see it. Yeah, they said bad marriage for life. Email me the link because I don't see it. I just put it in there. I don't see it. If it's true, it's about time. But yeah, I don't believe it. That sucker ain't going nowhere, man. He always gonna be that simple forcer. Always.
Here I come to save the day.
That dude ain't changed. That nigga, he gonna keep doing what he do best. Now I ain't gonna lie, I thought about talking about Dave Chappelle with that situation where that Alphabet called himself trying to jump him or wrestle him or fight him, whatever he thought. He thought it was gonna be like Will Simp. He tried to do the Will Simp and it went left. I'm thinking about doing that. I'm thinking about it. You know, so I might talk about the Dave Chappelle. See, that was a different outcome. Wasn't gonna be none of that Chris Rock shit. Shit, dude got jumped on by everybody. Shit. But yeah, y'all, man. You say you just text the link. Marker. I never heard of Marker. What kind of he sent me the links from Marker. I never heard of it. I'm gonna look at Tune. If it's true, then I'll talk about it. I'll definitely talk about it. If it's true, I'm gonna see. Shit, but it's called Marker. I think I heard of it. But shit. They knocked the rainbow out of his ass. Yeah, man. I think I might talk about that too, man. I might get our laugh on, talk about something kind of different versus, you know, baby mama Ted. Because I've seen about this couch and, you know what I'm saying, some leaving them dead for 12 years, man. It got my stomach like, what the fuck? But I just want y'all to definitely take heed to the bullshit when it comes to our unjust system and these baby mama Teds, because they will always try to make us be the bad guys, men, evil, child molester, rapists, domestic violence, and deadbeats. You know what I mean? We have to see things for what it is, continue to spread awareness, continue to put out the receipts and expose these baby mama Teds for who they really are, and these courtrooms and these judges and shit, because they will always try to make excuses to justify why you are not an equal parent or custodial parent, because it's all about that money. And as you see, baby mama Teds come in all forms. You do have baby daddy Teds, the aid assist, aka sibling forces, you know what I'm saying, that hate the children too. You got these Vietnam motherfuckers, that's what I'm saying, it don't matter. They all one and the same when they're up here in the United States of America with this feminist ideology. So yeah, I appreciate y'all support, appreciate y'all subscribing. Continue to share, like, and spread the message. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Till we meet again tomorrow. Fuck child support. Peace.
Baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. Riding around, try to play the role, Miss Innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake halos. Behind closed doors, she rock them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong. Knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. Why are you trying to jump to a bitch's motherfucking defense?
You get in water? I can't fucking believe you. How could you do this to me for him? Yeah. Mr. Paul.
They've been waiting on this one. Let's get it.
Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how that shit goes.
Yo, hit the bitch once, don't call her back. Hit the bitch once, now calling back. She going to my phone, I tell her I ain't home. I ain't trying to tell her that the hair was whack. Bitch get mad, I fuck around, get smacked. I ain't really trying to go through all that. You say you want the truth, but I know that's cat, bitch. I'm an OG, don't fall for the trap. Talk back and get dropped. Raise the voice, the bitch block. Think you the only baddie out here that shooting shots, bitch stop. I ain't like these simp niggas that open doors and wanna hold your hand. I'ma be the side dude inside you, see back to your man. Hoes say that I'm toxic. Nah, bitch, these niggas lost it. Lame niggas gassing up your head. I don't like pics, you get dick instead. Got hair while smoking on the endo. Then put the bitch in the friend zone. So many hoes can't worry about one. So I pump and dump hoes, yeah, one of done hoes, yeah.
Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. I don't give a fuck about nan, bitch. These simps are the ones you can control. Simping forces, son husbands, blue pill and sideline haters. You wanna talk, I'll see you later. I don't wear a cape so I can't save ya or date ya. So what's going on? I'm coming to your home looking for some dome. You don't get down like that with the fuck you rat, then trip, bitch, I'm staying home. But here's the kicker, she wanna ask for dough like I'm one of them niggas. I ain't got shit. Walmart's always hiring hoes, so you better find your ass some business. I ain't got time for that fuckery. I don't play games, I stay sucker free. I'm Mr. Palmer, better recognize me. I know you get down, you belong to the streets. Stop playing games, how to sell a bit. Saying your body count is irrelevant. Man, you were just an embarrassment. Another pump and dump, baby mama Terry. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes.